you're smoking already?
Yeah.
What's good? What's good? What's motherfucking good, Zaman? We're here on another goddamn fucking amazing, astonishing, jaw-dropping motherfucking episode with our boy Gessiel Gutierrez.
Thank you.
State
Thank
Farm
you.
very own.
That's the best introduction anybody has
Do
ever
you do the
given me.
discount double check?
Discount
Yes.
double check.
Yes.
Oh, and shit just be out there like, bam, motherfucker.
La panza tiene que servir de algo. Discount
hey,
double check.
Jeez. Shout out
already
to
know.
Jose Cermeño on the audio. As always.
Always el famoso José Cermeño.
Zaman on the cameras.
I want to say something about José Cermeño.
Do it already. Damn.
Already.
Yes.
Mister, I'm nervous. I'm
A
nervous.
special shout out because like his fucking beard is epic, bro.
His beard?
His beard, it makes him look super good looking.
Wow.
No
So
homo.
you've seen it without it then. He's a pretty ugly dude.
Yeah.
I did not say that. No, I haven't seen him without his beard, to be honest. But good looking guy, bro. Good looking guy. And nobody really gets to see them because he's always behind
there
the
you
scenes.
go.
you
I
know?
like that. See, hell yeah, I like that.
I like that shout out. No one really
We're
shouts
gonna
out
make a
Jose.
fucking shirt with
he's-
Jose's face on it, so everybody can see how fucking cute he is.
Hell
True.
yeah. Hit up my boy Narco Tunes. He got you.
There you go.
Oh, okay, hell yeah.
Your own
compa.
your own sticker and
Gochi.
everything, compa.
Coach.
And shout out to our audience member today.
Hell yeah.
He had been wanting to come for a while.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Zaza, man.
No, that's part of the sección.
La
sección,
sección.
the smoking
Ese siempre está
section.
ahí.
The famous, infamous smoking section.
Yeah, today's a two-man section, but pues con esos la hacen. Con eso la hacen.
Hell
Oh,
no.
come on, Zal. Don't do that to yourself, buddy.
Shout out
You
our boy
gotta give yourself a little bit more credit, bro.
Junior Hernandez, that is pinche loyal follower for sure, man.
Copa Junior.
We don't fucking drop an episode and he's on our ass. Hey, where the fuck's the episode at, motherfuckers?
I'm gonna let you talk everything about Junior because I don't want to interrupt you. Because according to you, you and him were upset that I did. I
He said
interrupted you.
he said I tried to shout him out on the last episode. Well, unfortunately, it was the shrooms one, not the last one. It
Oh,
was the,
because you were
shrooms
confusing
one.
them with Max.
No, I was not confusing
Yeah, I heard
him
that. I
with
heard
Max.
that.
No.
Yeah. Carlos.
I was
Right?
Nah, you were just high, nigga.
You were
Carlos
confusing with
was
Max.
a little crazy
Ay,
with
loco,
those
chon, el hijo de la verga.
Hongueros de Culiacán edition.
That was a good one, man. Define crazy. I wasn't crazy. It was just.
Well, I mean, you kind of were like all over the place. Something really weird about you that you're always very perfectly
God damn it! I
aligned
thought I
with
thought I was
everything.
pretty aligned that day.
Fuck no.
Estaba medio alineado. Oh, I guess I wasn't.
Hell yeah.
Who's got a lighter, bro?
Yeah, bro. I need one. Por favor.
Don't fucking tell me we're gonna be sharing a lighter and three motherfuckers all smoking.
Yeah, but he's got a
This-
cigar.
You got a huge ass lighter, bro.
I mean, that's I keep the little one on me, G.
That's what she said.
Hey, you know what I was talking about. What's going on, Zeek?
Nothing much, bro.
Also, you forgot
Appreciate
to
the invitation.
You forgot to add, all his musical attributes.
Well, yeah,
Alice.
yeah, but
No
you
tengo
know,
ni uno, güey.
today's the main thing, man. He's fucking, dude. He's got Aaron Rodgers on his phone.
His contact or like
Yeah.
his picture?
Him,
No.
him,
His
Chris
content.
Paul, and
Chris Paul and Mahomes.
Patrick
Damien-
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, bro.
Speed dial, bro.
She
Favorites list.
Ya se la you know.
And you want me to talk about his music? Come on. He's about to do a pickup game. Wide receiver and fucking point guard with Chris Paul.
With this jersey real quick.
Oh, you know what? Let's point that out, bro. I'm glad you brought that up.
Little young Atlas.
What's up with that Atlas jersey?
I just got it today, bro.
Wow? Did you buy it just for
Fresh.
this?
No.
Just for this?
Bro, it was a mission to get this jersey, bro. This low key, I want to tell this
Is that like
company
the new one?
Yeah, this season's new. 'Cause it has the-
New colors?
new colors for 70 something years. But
It's
it
got
has
the star.
the 3 stars on the championship patch.
It's been two for about how many years was that? Or one, or what was it? Because
Well,
they just won.
I started being a fan when back then when Rafa Marquez was there.
Oh shit!
Cepeda. Who else was on there? Fuck, it was a long ass time ago, but it was in the 90s.
Yeah, that
Sometime
was
in the
a long-
90s. They lost the final against Toluca that year.
Didn't know you were an Atlas fan.
Yes, sir. Since way back when.
I always knew you were a European kind of guy. Español.
Un español.
Español.
Claro que sí, jodo.
Joder.
Shout out to Fredo with
Alfredo's good, man.
that.
I haven't seen
Español
Fredo. Shout out to
accent.
Fredo. I haven't seen Fredo in a while. He was here for a photo shoot, and then I haven't seen him since.
No se reporta.
Anda con la próxima, I think, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamming.
Shout out.
That's the thing
Whoa.
about musicians. We can't stay away, right?
It's hard.
It's really hard.
Oh, compa,
It's an addiction.
did you give that announcement
Which one?
about how you're coming back next year?
I have not. I have not. You just
He's
ruined
coming
it.
back.
You just ruined it. Thanks.
He's coming out.
There goes episode
I meant to say he was coming out.
Wow.
There goes episode 69. God damn it.
69. Wow. You're feeling better then?
No.
You haven't said this, bro.
No.
I'm not.
Hell
I mean,
no.
I
he sang 2 songs on Saturday and Sunday. I called him. He's like, "Compa, what the fuck's wrong with you?"
It's a good sign, though. It's a good sign.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
We'll see what happens. Trying to do this band.
That's something I've always been scared of, dude. I mean, I can't really play anymore because,
Not being able to play?
yeah.
No, compa got the tour planned already. He said he's doing it.
damn.
There's gonna be a banda, norteño, serreño,
Oh, shit, I did
and
say
an
that.
orchestra, right?
Damn, come
Symphony.
down, Julian
And-
Alvarez.
and the
Symphony,
orchestra. Symphony.
You're going to be opening up for Julian.
No,
Well-
Julion's opening up for him. Wait.
No.
He's the one that got the visa fixed, bro. Come on, compa.
También no.
Compa.
No me quiero pasar de verga. ¿verdad?
Wow.
I mean, if I could open for him, that'd be great.
You know you got those connects, bro.
I don't, bro. I don't have the fucking Department of fucking Justice.
That's why you be posting that video of you and Julian outside of Merenderos.
That was, I mean,
from 2007.
Por ahí.
maybe even before.
Was
It
it?
was before that.
Probably.
No.
No.
It was around that time.
Was it?
Por ahí. Between
Damn,
2007
I was only
2009.
21 back then.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was. Never mind. That
Fuck.
was before that. For
I was
sure.
10 then.
Telling you. 2007, you were 10, Gomba?
No, mama.
Really?
No.
Oh, come on.
I met this guy, though. Real talk now. What were you, like 17?
Probably, yeah. Around 16,
Are you
17
Rafa's
maybe?
age?
No, he's older.
By a year?
By a year and
I met him when he was 18.
Yeah.
Because he was having his baby.
Yeah. For sure.
Now he's a full-blown teenager. So yeah, but I met you. Como he said, Jesse tells me all the time when we do like little. I met this guy when he was fatter. In your case, I met you when you were fucking skinnier.
Skinnier, yeah.
People that don't know, people get astonished, right? Like people that listen to the pod, because they'll be like,
That he was skinny one day.
"Well, I'm going that way." Like they get astonished when
Does
they
this
hear,
shirt
like,
make me look
"Oh
fat?"
shit, I didn't know that Rojas was a big-time soccer player."
Yeah.
I don't know how many people might
Believe it.
remember you as being a big time. You played for correct me if I'm wrong. Were you like a city champ?
Yeah.
School, right? For the high school of
Foreman High School.
all boys school.
No.
Oh no, no, it wasn't. Oh shit, that's not an all boys school.
No, we were.
You guys had women in there?
The 4, yeah, we did.
Okay.
The 4 years that I was there. Arranco la carretera, bien enfierrado.
Hell yeah, es la pinche escolta.
This guy talking about. That was good.
Hell yeah,
Good. Got me.
right on key.
Got me.
Ya se la llenó, paisa.
So you went to sure you said
Foreman High School, no.
God damn it, I had already forgotten.
God damn, bro.
High school all city player. You were a sweeper. You're not all city,
No,
but you won the city.
We played the line, bro. We didn't.
Oh,
have
you're not a
sweeper.
sweeper.
No,
You played the
on,
modern
Baba, you're
modern
fucking
soccer.
played the
story.
line, my friend.
Yeah, Bart
Offside,
plays the
My
line
friend.
too.
offside trap all day.
It's a different
A
kind
lot
of
of
line.
them.
Offside trap all day. I was the one in charge of keeping them in line.
Yeah, man. So people that didn't know, now you know.
Now you
Gessiel
know.
was were you a senior when you won that city championship, or was that a junior?
You already discount double checking
when
back then.
When I won city, I was a junior.
Wow.
But we had won city
The year
my
before?
my freshman year.
So you're 2 times city fucking
Yeah.
champion.
Well, our school.
Well, you're part of the school, so I could
Yeah.
say you.
Compa, he was just a water boy. Compa.
I was
No
on the,
cheese.
I was on,
Yeah.
I was on the
Compa.
JV on my freshman
ves?
year.
Wow. Nice.
You see what I'm saying?
Así como
People-
vende panzón, así jugaba. Güey. I was-
People don't
was good. I
don't
was
know
okay.
that, but I mean, yeah, fucking Zeek.
as Julian Camacho's cousin, I think you and Camacho got to see me play when we would play against
But
Prosser High
Beto
School.
Camacho was also
Yeah, he was good.
he was all city or some shit and went to Mexico to Puebla and
Yeah.
but I mean he's 5'5". Playing striker. Ain't gonna work, G.
No.
Sorry, Beto.
Shout out to Beto.
Shout out to Beto
I haven't
Camacho.
seen him in a while, bro.
Nah, Beto's green, bro. He knows that.
Yeah.
He knows that I'm
Practicing,
just
bro.
talking
He's making a
shit.
comeback, bro.
He's still practicing. Yeah,
He
Beto's-
coaches, no?
What is he coaching now? I know
Got
you
the
like.
team now.
I think
Is
he
he
coaches.
veteranos or is it the regular one?
Maybe.
Because I know he'd be posting for both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they invite me, the people, all the people from La Chole, Michoacan. Shout out to La Chole, Michoacan. I played with them a couple times. Him and Camacho's brother,
Yeah, Camachillo.
Camacho, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
did you ever play with Roca and like with Chacon and them?
I did. Well, we were in a team with Los Tigres del Norte. Remember?
Yeah, but I'm saying like they have their team now.
Yeah,
Tecoman, I
yeah.
think.
Chacon
Chacon, yeah.
invites me.
Yeah.
But
But you were part of Los Tigres del Norte.
Yeah.
Damn, you should have seen that team compa back in the day. Los Tigres del Norte eran otro pedo también, güey. It was a fun team.
was cool.
Shout out to Los Tigres del Norte.
Shout out.
I'm over here thinking talking about the band and shit.
Huh?
I'm sad. I'm over here thinking about you guys are talking about the band.
That was the name of the team.
I'm
No.
fucking imagining a nigga with the little white strip, with the little white.
No, imagine
That
a
was
guy
you?
with spiky hair with the little white shells right here
Sheesh, a surfer.
around the neck, bro.
Sort of. Damn, I forgot
Kilo
about you.
güero,
said
güey.
those.
Oh, that's how you were. Oh, okay, surfer
That
shells.
was-
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys got
all
an extra
day.
lighter over there?
Zaman.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Esos son mis dos vicios de la vida, mi compa.
El fútbol.
y la música.
Y la música. Buenos vicios,
Dicen
compa.
las mujeres, compa.
No, compadre. Esa es la...
Lately it's been these and these,
La madre.
pero
Las mujeres, no, compa, porque hasta en las películas la cagan las pinches mujeres. ¿Va? O sea, siempre está el pinche vato en la película haciendo toda madre y de repente llegó la mujer y valió pura verga todo el pedo.
desbarata todo.
Que se encula con el
Wow.
amigo, que el pinche anda con otra, que le platicó y que la chingada.
Wow.
Or whatever it is, like, look at the movies. Bro, I'm like,
It's a
here
movie, compa.
Movie is real life, bro.
What do you
Movie's
mean?
real life. bro.
Real life stories.
Real life stories, just not, they're not going to put it out there like that.
Unless it says based on a true
They
story.
should be,
G.
all of them should be based on a true story. Or at least true beliefs.
Yeah, based on true
But they always
stories
fuck it
according
up
to
in this-
men and women.
Yeah, siempre la cagan.
Even
even
the
even
plot
like in
is-
the big bands, right? Like I think there's always something going on. Like, oh shit, the fucking Rolling Stones broke up. Ah, it might have been a bitch. You know, somebody, one of the girls or something. Like, always fucks it up for the guys, man. Pero pues, ¿qué se le hace?
¿Qué
Por
le
eso
vamos a hacer?
¿Qué se le
el
va a
vicio
hacer?
de la música y el pinche fútbol y el whisky.
Salud al vicio.
Con la chingada.
Bro, you're drinking que es que old
Que es que
fashioned.
this is 1708 whiskey. Me estaba platicando que sí, güey.
Shit.
1708. It's from motherfucking.
2,500 a bottle or some shit like that.
Well, no, we can't disclose prices, compa. Porque ahorita está pesado ese pedo.
Yeah, well,
We
shit.
cannot disclose the price, but we can disclose that it is from 1708. It's from the Tomahawk Indian tribe from Oklahoma.
That's some good weed you're smoking right there, G. That is that good motherfucking weed you were smoking right there.
Nice
G.
sweet. It's got a sweet taste to it.
You're
Le echó
welcome, sir.
jugo, mi compa.
Le echó- ¿Qué le puso usted? Red Bull?
No, it's the same shit.
lemonade,
Same
I mean?
shit.
Oh,
Whatever
sure.
the fuck Zeek made, he was the bartender.
Sprinkle of fentanyl?
I was the barista.
You were. You were a fucking barista. You were telling me earlier. How was that? Which Starbucks were you at?
No, I was never a barista.
After the gigs, compa, se
You
iba
know-
derechito al pinche Starbucks.
I know-
Preparar todos los...
I know right now estamos talking shit a little bit, right, from just you, because I was saying earlier, it can't be a pod with you, at least with me, because without having some shit talking.
So,
Because I did meet you young,
yeah.
but even then, just to think that I met you that young, just to think that you were already in the music game 4 to 5 years prior, before I even met you. Does that make sense? The timing?
No, right about, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I started when I was 11 or 12.
Disgusting. So I'm saying disgusting in the way like, and that was every weekend at that age.
Yeah,
You would
every
start.
weekend. Yeah. Yeah, because at that time, because I was playing soccer. I had just started playing soccer when I was 10 years old. And I played soccer una temporada, the summer, the winter. I played the winter, and then I think that in that time frame, that's when Correcaminos, which was the first group that I started with,
Yep.
was when it kicked off, and it was an every weekend thing. So
You were part of the first Correcaminos.
yeah,
Damn, that's bad.
yeah.
And that was right in the
They're
midst
badass
of
too,
the.
right?
There was one gig that I missed, and that was my prima's quinceañera. Shout out to my primas Yajari and Mariela.
Shout out.
Sheesh.
That was the only one gig that I didn't play with.
In how
with
many
Correcaminos.
years
How many years I was with them?
with them? Yeah.
Oh damn! And I was shout out to my compa Max in El Chocorreo, because I was with him, and
Shout
I
out.
kind of told him the time frame, and I'm bad with timing. Bro.
Yeah.
So it had to be sometime.
Fucking just lied to us.
And I asked my cousins too, like when the hell was your
Instead of waiting.
quinceañera, you know, because I couldn't remember. Pero
I think when she was 15.
with Correcaminos, I was from when I was like, I'm 34, right? And I started when I was 12, so you're the good with the math.
That's 22. Yeah.
22, yeah. So I've been playing for 22 years. So forgive me if my memory is kind of.
Oh no, you don't have
Easy.
to apologize, my love. You're all good. Usted échale pinches putazos. Haga de cuenta que after Correcaminos, who was your second band?
Banda Real.
Okay, so then what? How were you when you started Banda Real then, or with Banda Real? We'll get to Banda Real right now, but just to get a más o menos.
I was a freshman in high school, 2002.
God, what is that? 14, 15?
14, 15.
Yeah.
So you played like
So you did like
2,
3 years then, con Correcaminos. And in those 2-3 years, you only missed one fucking gig,
Yeah,
and it was
That's
every
crazy.
weekend.
every
From
weekend.
11, 12 years old.
I
We
would've-
would,
I
we would
would've-
play Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday I would wake up in the morning and my dad would take me to
Of
go play
course.
To go play soccer.
soccer. Bien desvelado.
Always doing something. Man.
And then who
Always.
got you into Correcaminos? Like, how the fuck did you start playing drums there?
My cousin Junior.
Shout out.
Shout out to my cousin Junior. He was already playing with another group que se llama La Banda San Carlos.
Okay.
He,
Igual, tiene tu edad el Junior.
No, he's older than me.
Okay,
bro.
okay.
Yeah, he's a year or 2 years older than me. So he was the one that actually asked my parents to borrow the basement so they could practice. And that's how I started. They would start practicing in my parents' basement. Obviously, I would go down there to chill with my cousin and jam out.
At like
Okay.
10 years old.
Yeah.
Never
And-
had played the drums.
Never.
Ever.
No idea what the hell. But we were big fans of Lamento Show back then
Jeez.
when they started, because they kind of started growing when back then when all of our family would get them for parties and stuff like that. So we were big fans, and that's how the whole music started. He was already with San Carlos. He got out. They made Correcaminos. They practiced in my basement, and I would go down there like every time they would practice. And one day, pues after practice, my cousin he's like, "Hey, pues try the bass drum," and he would kind of play the beat. I would play the bass drum, and then that's how it started. He eventually, because he used to play the drums before too,
Yeah.
so he kind of just taught me how to keep timing with the
No,
kick
contragolpe
and the
shit.
contratiempo, and
Oh, yeah, con el tiempo, sorry.
eventually they invited me in because they didn't have a tambora, and I joined them with tambora. My parents thought it was gonna be like a little kid. Nah, pues, lo vamos a dejar, you know.
Al cabo para la semana lo dejan la chingada.
See,
22 years later
and shit. I'm still playing. You know.
Bro, I never knew that was you, bro. Haz de cuenta que yo me había topado allí con la banda en la que tocabas. Y when I was with Azteca.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll never forget the band because you guys, Correcaminos, would always wear these weird, like, you had dress weird, right? Sometimes.
Particular extravagant uniforms.
Very, very eye-catching.
Yeah.
Did you guys wear like big ass like blue foam sombreros?
Yeah, those Gallon hats. We would rock
But it
those.
was like foam, wasn't it? Yeah.
We bought them at a costume store over there on the north side on Milwaukee.
It was like a foam fucking like the foam finger, but it was a foam hat.
See?
And it was blue
big,
and like orange fucking traje or something like that.
For Christmas, we would buy everything in Alcalás Western Wear.
Shout out.
Shout out. If it still exists, I don't even know.
It does.
So we would go there, or the guy, our manager, or the guy that would take in charge, he would buy all the clothes there. We had white pants that they put like a green, like
Andale, you're right.
a green little shiny thing on top of it, and we would wear red silky shirts with them Gallon hats, bro.
No, eso de pinche mírame a huevo.
And for Christmas, it was like a Christmas Santa Claus hat.
Christmas tree on your head and shit.
Yeah.
Shout
Lights and
out
shit.
to my compa Sharky from Tarolero.
Shout out to Sharky. Little
He sent-
Sharky?
Sí.
Or just
Sounds like a
Sharky?
gay
No, he's
banger.
little, yeah.
Oh, Little Sharky.
He sent me a video one time back then cuando salían los videos de Juan Contreras.
You're on there?
Yeah. Yeah, he sent me a video of Correcaminos. I was playing the drums and shit
Wow.
with that Santa Claus hat.
So from that is where I kind of like, when I get to meet you at 16 or 17, whatever it was at the end, you had all those years already under your belt. You know, you had fucking like Danny Medina. You met Danny Medina back then, right?
Yeah, because he was with us, yeah, in Correcaminos.
Which I want to bring Danny on here. I think it'll be fun with Danny.
He's a character,
Danny's a
bro.
fun
Torch.
guy, man.
Danny, man.
No, he's the original Torch. Do you remember that or no?
Yeah,
Danny is the original Torch.
yeah. The original Torch Man.
I remember when
¿Tú lo bautizaste así, no?
we were we're out of town with Banda Real, and I just remember coincidentally we were smoking. Raro. I remember that.
Why you
Rara la
whisper it
cosa.
though?
Just a different effect. And we were just chilling there, man, smoking, and he was just like,
Why
"Hey,
you
you know what? I'm Big Torch, and this guy's Little Torch, aka shout out Joel."
Joel.
And then I remember did Fry even draw them? Do you remember that or no?
He probably did.
He Fry drew like Big Torch and Little Torch,
Yeah, he probably did.
and then that's technically like the Banda Real thing was also pretty big, I think, in your life as far as like, I remember a lot of my years with you guys, and you're part of it. You're part of a lot of those memories because I try to explain to the young bands now. Well, yeah, like the guys that are in our band, like Aguacate.
crazy,
Shout out to
right?
Czar. Shout out to Casabrava. Saxteño, I don't have to because in a way, I lived it with them.
Yeah.
But I try to explain to them what the difference between loving the art of music and being passionate about it. It's very different.
Yeah.
You can love it and then that's fine. You can love it, doesn't mean but when you're really, really like super passionate about it, it's one of those things where you don't really think about the amount of time that you're spending with the people that and a lot of it was with you guys, like those particular years.
Yeah.
I think that everybody had the same mindset. Everyone just said kind of like, fuck it, let's try this out. And ironically, nobody really knew each other, as far as like from us, me and Fry, to you guys.
Right.
So it was a pretty new thing. And just to see you guys all grow mentally and to be able to think differently, I think it takes a lot. And the fact that we instilled a lot of discipline. Desde ir a ensayar, Old Chocolate Factory, You know, we had a rent, we had a fucking gastos, and we were all younger, and making it happen and shit, and making good music at the end too,
Yeah,
which is
I mean
the important part.
that's one of the things that I think it's when I always think about it. I mean, the time that we were together with Banda Real, it was like one of the best times of my life. You know, that's
Yeah.
why every time I see you guys, it's like we've never stopped hanging out with each other, even though we might spend a lot of time separated or whatnot. But at the end of the day, we're always when we get together, and it's like you start from where you left off. You know.
Yeah,
And it's the beauty. I've always considered you guys, especially because you guys are older than us, or were older than us at that time, and you were kind of like
yeah. Now we're about the same age.
yeah, we caught up to you guys.
Hey, he said it. Wait,
He's been attacking you the whole time, dog.
Huh?
He's been attacking you the whole time,
been-
dog.
he-
He just
he
wants
said it, bro.
he just wants everybody to know that
no,
you're way older
no,
than him.
it's not attacking, bro. This is what I learned from being with these guys. All the sarcasm,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
sarcasm,
man.
the talking shit, bro.
and I think the sarcasm back then was
It was
way
worse.
better. Yeah, or way
Yeah.
Worse, better.
better in a worse way.
It was more betters.
Yeah, it was more better. It was all the time. You didn't know when me and Fry were being like, I don't know, serious or talking shit.
Yeah,
It always happened. Shout out to Rafa and Fofo.
yeah.
My God, they got their ass handed to them so many times.
Oh man, and that's why I'm saying like it. Growing up and learning from you guys and all the teachings in a way.
Yeah.
That's why I always consider you guys as like our big brothers. You know, I
Yeah.
thank you guys to the end of the world for everything that you guys taught us and still help us out with. You know.
I think we all just grew. Yeah, we were obviously I could say way older than you guys. Not super older, way, pero
Just 10 years. Compa.
Ocho-
I would hate when they would
Ocho años.
cancel practice, bro. To be honest.
well, not just the practice, you know, it was like not to get super into detail, right? But even like the after parties at at the house at my old place with Fredo, that was like a thing, you know, with the Banda Real. Like,
We'd finish early
and it was before social media, bro.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's like a party going on at fucking 2 in
La
the
Casa del
morning.
Diablo.
La Casa del Diablo, man.
Studio 85.
Studio 85, good old Studio 85, man. So like all of that, I think that also helped, you know, because for us it was our first time as mid-20 guys to be out of our parents' house at that time, and then for you guys or for us to know you guys and be in the same circle as a younger crowd. You know, you guys had a nice young following. We were coming off Azteca. There was no social media. It's just more of word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
That it just became this big network thing that essentially for me it became like an aguacate thing, you know, because that's when it was born in that era.
Yeah.
And hence why Banda Real was always a big part in almost every single fucking event that we did, you know. We were doing that back then.
Yeah.
So everybody kind of grew. Learned a lot of the behind the business, in the business, you know. Y pues as a man, I think everybody también creció, or as men.
Yeah, it did shape us in some sort of way.
No drugs back then, compa. How about that?
What?
Puro pistear.
No
Oh,
drugs.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no
zero.
You guys didn't do fentanyl back then.
No más,
No,
Carlos.
They didn't invent that yet.
They didn't have fentanyl yet.
No.
So you guys stuck to just regular cocaine.
Yeah, most definitely. Some bush light. Y ahora,
Good
güey,
times, though, good
ahora
times.
este compa, mi compa Gessiel now, obviously here's another little side thing, right? Just so we can keep going with the timeline in my mind. We also worked together at Merendero.
We did, yeah.
That was fucking nuts too, bro. The other day I was thinking about Merendero times. I mean, I want to reach out to Marta. I want to bring on the Guac Pod. Everybody remembers Merendero.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those were great moments too, you know?
I mean, they were part of the, I think, the biggest moments of Banda Real, I guess, because we and Aguacate because you started the whole company.
Yeah, I love
Obviously,
that
was
kinda
the
just
Fofos
grew.
party at at Islas,
Yeah.
but then it transitioned to
Then we did the whole old
the
Merenderos.
old Merendero. Yep.
So then from there, we worked there for a while. You were literally working there. I was working there during the day. And then you essentially worked at the liquor store. And then now you're now after the years that you decided to go into the world of insurance, let's just say, because I know there's more things that you do that I do want to pick your brain on. But now you have your own insurance office through a huge chain or company, which is State Farm.
Yep.
And now you're fucking Special Agent G. I mean, I would have never thought that. Like, Agent G.
Neither did
Almost
I.
like you're in the FBI. Kind of thing.
Thanks to Fry, dude. I told Fry all the time.
He came up with
Hell
that?
yeah.
He came. Well, I guess together we came up with it. But
Nice.
I mean, he's always been a big help when it comes to obviously designing and
Creative
and marketing and helping with that and creative of something catchy, So that's eventually the domain that I picked for my office.
I think it's cool. Like, I'm saying it
SFAGG.
sarcastically to you, but I think it's cool. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought you were
yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking with him. Damn, that's badass.
That's like people can reach you there, right? Is that
Yeah.
like your
Yeah,
email
it's my
or whatever?
website,
Or website?
sfagg.com.
Yep. I thought that was cool, güey. That's why I keep saying it. Porque para mí it's just something that like, oh, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, with the time that we were together with Banda Real, you started calling me Zeek. Everybody from that time or that
Yeah,
era
man.
called me Zeek. But
Yeah, Zeek was non-existent before, right?
no,
It was just
I don't even know where you got that from.
where did
No,
I get that
maybe
from?
because you thought my name was Gessiel,
I think so.
and that's why you're like, oh, pues Gessiel, Zeek, whatever,
God damn it, dude! I do that to a lot of my friends, bro.
You're a dick.
When
You didn't know his name, so you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
made one up.
when Alfredo
Gessiel is too hard. Let
Hold
me
on.
just- Ah, Zeek. fuck you.
Zeek.
When Alfredo joined Azteca, I had a little meeting after a gig, and
You wanted to call him Fred.
no, I didn't. I didn't
Hey,
want to
Fred.
call him, compa. He had just joined. Shout out, man. And we're having a meeting at Bar Jerez or Jerez Cantina in North Lake, and right on Manheim Avenue. I'm having a little meeting with Azteca in the back. Si quieres, tráete la botella, todo el pedo. Ahí está, mira. Oh, ice. And I'm fucking telling the guys, I'm like, hey, y de una vez quiero dejarles saber a todos que ya entró Felipe a la banda. And everyone's like,
Who's Felipe?
¿quién? Felipe. Pichi, ya entró, ya está con la Azteca. And
Chaptetero.
he's like, ay pedo, güey, me va Alfredo, güey. So shout out to Fredo. Shout out
Felipe,
to
I'm gonna just start calling him fucking Felipe from now.
Compa
So now when
Fredo.
you tell me, oh shit, I called you Ezequiel first, well, fuck. There I go again.
That's close.
I don't know.
Gessiel,
It's a
Gessiel.
struggle for everybody, Whenever,
Gessiel.
anytime I tell them, oh, pues, ¿cómo se llama? Gessiel. Gessiel. I don't know where they get Ezequiel from or Jaciel or
Ahí te va todos los productos. Bro, well, even when another side story, there's going to be a lot of side story, guys. Sorry.
all over the place.
Another side, yeah. Yeah, pero we're going to get to everything, essentially. We go to motherfucking, where did we go? Did we go to Ohio, St. Louis, Missouri?
For what?
For a gig with Banda Real, where you guys had introductions with your names? Remember, it was like your family?
No, that was Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
And they had these intros done for Banda Real. Y en la tuba, Adolfo Rosales. Y en el saxofón, va. Y en las tarolas is el quemado, because it's his family and shit right there. Ciel. And we're like,
He
what
butchered
the
it.
fuck?
No, but they did the Jaciel.
Yeah, they did the echo. And it was Gessiel. And we're like, hey, bro, is your name Gessiel? So I can feel the pain, bro, that, you've always had problems. Zeek,
Story of my life, bro.
story of your motherfucking life.
Salud. Salud. I'll get it every day, and I'll keep getting it for the rest of my life. Amen. Thanks to my mom.
There you go.
She's the one that
It-
picked that name.
Do you know why or no?
She says it's biblical.
Ah, okay.
but I'm not 100% sure.
Hombre de Dios.
I'm not too in the reading of the Bible and all of that. So I mean,
Surprising.
I believe.
Your Nike is
And-
like compa.
Gracias a Dios ¿cómo dices?
Gracias a los de
Sí,
arriba.
arriba.
A los de arriba, Simón. Yeah, no.
It's gonna
I
be.
mean,
It's gonna catch on, compa. Watch.
it will.
They're like, oh, I'm atheist. I have internet connection. That's,
That's what he said to me the other day. I'm like,
he just looked it up. Is that what it really means, Gessiel? Sprinkling of the Lord.
Simón.
Ahí te va un poquito de Gessiel, hijo de la chingada.
A little bit, hey.
Ándale. A little
Ahí
bit.
te va la sal, hijo.
Huélele ahí, hijo de la chingada.
Good shit.
José
y es
Cermeño
el
Ale.
quemado.
Y es
That's
el
why.
quemado.
That's
Es
why.
el quemado el pelado.
That's why you like Jose.
That's why Jose is.
Shout out.
He's Jose Jamie.
Jose Jaime. Jose Jamie.
Rogan's got a Jamie. We're gonna have Jose
Es el mero
Jamie.
soup.
Jose Jaime.
That's why I had to shout him out, bro.
Oh man, he got on it. Gessiel, the sprinkling of the Lord. See if in Spanish, what's the like in Spanish? I mean, I'm a little bit more interested in the. Y no salgas con
It's
tus
probably
mamás
along
que
the- along
el
the-
sazón de Dios. Oh, ascensión,
Shesh.
casi la.
You start calling him Ascensión.
Ascensión, sí.
Ascensión.
Chencho.
Te subo al cielo. Sí. A los de arriba.
A los de arriba, los dioses.
Man,
And then from there,
that's
compa,
cool, man.
you like that? You didn't know that?
I had
Come
no
on,
idea,
this guy
bro.
didn't know it. Hey, whoa.
To be honest, I had no idea.
Now you know, and knowing is
I'm a-
half the battle.
I'm gonna promote that all day.
Sheesh.
That should be on your business card now. You can't go wrong with religion. Right? O sea,
What do you-
you know, like putting that on,
All the
who's
churches.
not going to want
You're
it?
going to hit all the churches, G.
Yeah.
Who's yeah. Buy a little ad on the thing, right? They give out the paper.
On the church bulletin.
Yeah. Y que diga ahí ascensión de Dios.
Oh, yeah.
Send me my royalties, G. Send me my royalties.
God damn. No wonder you guys are in marketing, bro.
Hijo de la chica, we
also-
try.
that's
Se
also
me hace que
weird.
digo la comida para ustedes. Sé que tienen
La
hambre.
pixona.
Una pinche pisona.
Are
right
you?
here.
You guys like pizza like that? Yeah, right. I know. Compa. Compa loves.
What?
What
Who
is
doesn't
that?
like pizza,
That
bro?
gas station?
No.
Casey's Pizza.
Casey's.
You ever had Casey's Pizza? Allá
don't
para
think
los
so, bro.
pinches.
Pa'
Para los
birds.
boonies.
You're a big pizza guy too, right, compa?
Yeah.
I knew Escuela was a big pizza band. No
Oh.
mames, bro.
Shout out compa Pito, Robert.
Pito just confirmed for tomorrow. We're doing the hongueros de Culiacán.
Wow.
Swear, just right now.
Stop.
Should've
Junior,
told him
if you
stop
want to
by.
come tomorrow.
Life change. Ascending.
You should have saw that. You should have saw that
Ascending.
motherfucker's face.
Hey, did you close the door? You know what? I'm gonna have to ask you. I have a little Coke Zero in the fridge. Can I get that, please? When you get a chance. No rush.
Soda zero.
Yeah. You need anything?
I'm good, G. Thanks.
Or,
Ascension.
if there was a little bit more of lemonade.
Sprinkle a little bit of God on him. Or that's what he does. Never mind.
Who?
Is that what he says? Sprinkle.
Sprinkle the Lord. Yeah.
Sprinkle the Lord.
I like that. I really like that.
Sprinkle the word.
I like that even more.
Sprinkle
the
the
word.
Lord.
That makes sense, bro. It kind of makes sense. So
Well, when you put it that way, it makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Sprinkle the word.
That's more of a.
Get insurance with me.
Yeah, that wasn't
Stay from-
sprinkling.
That.
You're saying.
Get insurance.
Get insurance.
No, lemonade.
Échale de ese.
Una cocona, pues.
You want some of this?
Échale de ese.
Sí.
That should taste like a Monaco. That's just
What is-
purple, no mames. What the
I thought it was
fuck?
like
It's
a
a
Red
dragon
Bull.
fruit, no?
Sepa la verga. I don't usually drink. Oh, yeah. I don't
Dragon
usually
fruit.
drink these motherfuckers. I was just trying to wake
Trying to
up.
wake up.
Ran
G.
out of passe.
Happens. Compa, how many years has it been now that you said, fuck it, I'm going to try this State Farm thing? Or the insurance thing? Because I don't even know if you started there or not.
Insurance. I started 2011.
Okay.
So I've been doing it for that long.
Fucking 11 years strong already.
11 years, bro. Yeah, 11 years. August 1st.
How'd you get into that, if you don't mind me asking?
I was playing with a team playing soccer,
Okay.
and one of my high school buddies, Alex, shout out to him.
Shout out to Alex.
He was
out,
already
shout out.
he was already working with an office, the State Farm. So I was playing with them, and oh no, actually, I was playing with the guys from Zacatecas, because when Goose and Pelon and
Oh, the
all
Muros, yeah,
the
yeah,
Muros, yeah, they would invite me to go play. So I would play at nights, and then these guys
Was
ended
that
up being
Melrose
there.
Park?
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
yeah, Melrose Park. So I ended up coinciding with him the one time that we played, and he was there, and I was like in the process of leaving Merenderos and going into the insurance thing with the whole life insurance and whatnot with a different company, and then I told him that I was doing that transition, and he's like, "Oh boy, I work with an office in State Farm, and we're actually looking for people. You should try it out and see if it works out for you."
Damn.
And that's how it started, man. That's how it started. I started in an office out in Addison. I was there for 6 years.
A la verga.
Yeah. It was kind of around the same time frame when, I mean, we weren't with Real anymore. In 2011, 2012.
Okay.
Kind of. And that's when I started working there. I was just helping out groups here and there, playing tarolas. And then Robert hit me up. That's when the whole escuela thing kind of started developing from there. And was the State Farm thing pretty much just kept going from there. 6 years, and then 4 years with my previous agent, Diana. So,
Shout out to Diana.
Shout out. She's pretty much the main reason why she pushed me to get to where I'm at today, man.
Badass.
I appreciate that.
You were there 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
So when you first started all this, did you even think of like doing your own thing, or was it just more like, you know what, I'm just gonna get a job, but never really think, or like when you say Diana, and shout out to Diana Morado, because she, you know, I mean, she always hires like Gessiel and stuff like that. But
Yeah, big fans of Jesse, yeah.
do you feel like she pushed you to see things different in
Yes.
the insurance perspective?
Yes, I'm a big believer of always getting together with people that have already been there and done it, and that actually want to help you succeed and grow as an individual and as a professional.
Right.
So a lot of her teaching was a big reason why I'm where I'm at today. Because I mean, I can honestly say, and I don't have anything against my other boss where I was at for 6 years, pero motivation is a big part of it. Being together with other successful people that actually want to bring you up together with you is a big part of where I'm at right now.
Right. And then she started pushing that idea kind of thing, as far as like, hey, you know what, I think you should look into this, or
Yeah.
or what made you go in that direction? Were you in it for 6 years and said, you know what, I kind of like this,
Well,
and we move this way? I mean, I know there's a lot of in between. Sorry to keep cutting you up. Like the escuela, and then the escuela, what happened with everything, with the accident from there on out. Like I know that had a lot maybe on how to, which direction to go, right?
and you know what?
Do you want pizza?
No.
I don't he had any.
No, ahorita.
I got it, bro. I got it.
Go ahead.
I'm
Go
about to
ahead.
change my mind. No. Put it over there. We'll eat after.
You guys eat first.
yeah,
Leave it here.
ustedes,
Güey. Ustedes tomo- Hey, güey, I know Gessiel has an 8. That's why.
No,
He
I'm
came
I'm
straight
good.
from work.
Gessiel anda bien pedo ya, el
I'm good, I'm good.
culero.
I can
Aquí
wait.
pónganla y se la
Trip.
van a tragar. No la hagan de pedo, güey. Ustedes también.
Nah, I'm
Pero que ellos agarren para que
Everybody's
tengan
gonna
ellos.
see how fat we are. and shit. There's another one outside. Wait.
Oh,
I think
okay.
we can wait.
Just
we
leave it
can
there.
wait.
It's all right. You know, Mac, no es de pena, güey. No es de pena.
No, I'm good, bro. For real. I'm not gonna be able to talk if I eat.
No, and then we're gonna be smelling this motherfucker right here the whole
Sorry.
time. You guys
Thank
are
you, son.
assholes.
No, I have the cigar right now, so I'm not even.
Sorry, bro. Pero llegó la comida, güey. ¿Qué pedo?
¿Dónde íbamos?
As far as she motivating you to see that way kind of thing for the office, right? Is that where we were?
Yeah. I mean, it's a big thing because it's crazy how when you're with somebody that genuinely wants to see you succeed and sees you as the potential that you have in yourself, it's fucking awesome, man. It's awesome, and we were talking about it earlier how you always gotta meet people that maybe have already done it, or always connect yourself with people that are successful and that you wanna get to there. That way, know if they're generally there to help you, that they'll tell you, you know what, well, I did this. Yeah. This is what I did to get to here, but you can do it this way to get there even sooner.
Right.
So that's the beauty about her, that she's there to genuinely help you and make you successful. Something I didn't have in the previous office.
Yeah.
You know? And that's something that I'm trying to do for my team.
Yeah, that's where I was going next. Yeah.
As being the head of the office, trying to help them. And we just did this today with an exercise that we did. We write down our goals. We put the reasons why we want those goals. How are we going to measure ourselves with those goals? And is it a realistic thing that you can eventually get to? And why? The why is always the biggest motivator for anything and everything that you want to do.
It starts with why.
If you don't know what your why is, you have no idea where you're gonna go or end up at the end of the day. Because, I mean, if you start thinking about it, and why are you doing this? Why are you trying to head in that direction? If you don't know why, then you're probably not doing the right thing that you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And obviously, in that journey, you have to have somebody that's already done it, or that really wants to help you to try and get to that place.
Right.
So that's one of the things I'm trying to do and help my team get to that place sooner than what I ever did.
And things like that, like that exercise that you did with them, is that something that comes from that school, from her doing it with you?
From her.
Yeah.
Shout out to our friends from Pre-Mill. When they came on to the Puros Compas podcast, they gifted me a book, and the title is "It Starts with Why."
Yeah, I saw it on your.
It's a great book.
Thing in here. I'm not. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of reading.
You're not a book guy. I remember that.
Pero I've always
book?
wanted to try to get like the audibles and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Audiobooks do it. That's the way to go. Everyone does it now like that because of time and all that shit.
Yeah, especially because of time. It's the same thing with like podcasts. I hear them because I'm driving hour and a half most of the time. So that's the time I have to listen to things, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty badass that you said that way. I just watched the pod earlier, the fucking Barajas pod. He had the dude Victor Cibral, whatever, in the Radio Cochinero guy, and he was it was a great pod actually, way, because he talked a lot about that, about how like he's like, you gotta know why you're doing what you're doing. Si no, pues you're not gonna. I guess you're not gonna work as hard as you would if you don't have, like you said, like you don't have the reason.
Es que for anybody to be successful, you have to always write down your goals, make sure you keep track of them, and how you're progressing with those goals. If you don't do that, like, you have no idea. You're always all over the place, you know?
Yeah.
You're all over the place, and that was something that I needed in my life. Consistency and making sure that somebody else was somehow being accountable with me and making sure that I was doing what I needed to do. Which,
Yeah,
and till
somebody
this
that
day,
would,
you know, till
like
this day,
point it out, like, hey,
Yeah.
you're fucking up here, kind of thing.
yeah, till this day,
Yeah.
Today or yesterday, she texted me, "Hey, how are you doing? What are your numbers?" Because obviously, with the whole insurance thing, we're always dealing with numbers and
Yeah.
blah blah. So we have certain numbers that we have to obviously meet and get compensated on behalf of that. But that's why she's more on top of me in that way
Yeah.
than my actual bosses, you know. And I thank her every day for that, because if it wasn't for that, I could honestly be like, oh, you know, pues I made it. I'm cool. I'm doing
I mean,
okay.
take it easy or whatever. Yeah.
Pero pues that's not the point, you know. The point is to, once you're there, okay, pues you're there. It took you so much to get there. Let's keep working even harder to succeed and be the best you can be.
Right.
And that's why the pre-mill, the guy that you had on as the realtor, I don't remember
Rick
his
Miranda.
name.
That's
Rick
the
Miranda,
brother. Yeah.
Man, bro.
We're gonna have him on soon. I'm gonna reach out to him.
That
We're gonna have him
guy,
back on
I
soon.
heard him. It was a crazy ass like motivation, bro. You know, o sea, the way he talks about trying to be better for yourself and for everybody else, man, that means the world to me.
And
you
what
know?
he's big on it. Would you say that? What's her name again? That she's
Diana?
a mentor to you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
She's my biggest mentor
Yeah.
in regards to the whole business situation and learning the business and being a professional in that aspect. That's why she's like the best, you know.
Oh yeah. Put you on.
Yeah.
Badass. And I think it's as gratifying, probably even for her, to know that her teachings are hopefully in a way like generational. You know, they're becoming a generational thing, because in the work environment. So I'm a big environment guy, right? Like, that's now that I'm older too. I
Yeah.
kind of just believe that you create your own environment. You know, you can have shitty days. I'm not saying that you can't.
Oh, yeah, everybody.
But you can just create the environment to not be as shitty, to be honest, in your mind at least, right? So I think that even the work environment needs to be very positive and always make the people that work with you. I hate saying for you, right? For me, it's always
No,
work with us.
Yeah, no, I tell my team, I'm like, I'm not your boss. I'm your coworker. I'm your team
Yeah.
member. I'm here to help get to where you guys need to be, so I can get to where I need to be.
Right.
It's all a mutual thing. It's nothing. It's not all because just my name's on the door, you know.
Correct.
And that's something that she promised me that like, hey, we're gonna get you there. I promise you're gonna have your name on the door, bro. She delivered on that promise, you
Right.
know, and that's something that I want to pay forward to all my other team members that are with me, and hopefully they see and I can be able to switch their mindset.
Yeah, that's the
to-
important part right there. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, and it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Because somebody can be so close minded and just think it's a job.
Just
you
a
know?
job. Yeah.
But it's not.
Well, I mean, technically, even for you, you did 6 years where you were, I don't know. You said there was a lack of motivation until
Yeah.
you
It
switched
was
to
a
somebody
job,
else.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a job, and it turned in. They made you see that it could be something different.
And-
It's not just
and- I mean, I'm not gonna say at the end of the day it was a lack of motivation, because within that time frame, the whole accident with the escuela happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, that might have been something
yeah,
that
for sure.
that kind of
Hell yeah.
pushed me and taught me how to think differently.
Right.
But I still think at the end of the day, it's who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
If you surround with yourself with people that are motivated and want to succeed and want to see you succeed, bro, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, man.
I,
It just becomes so comfortable. Like not in a bad comfortable way,
Yeah.
but the work environment just becomes so good way that you as a quote unquote like an employee, you just like I said, like quiero echar más ganas because I wanted to
Yeah.
work for them and for me kind of thing.
Right. Right.
When I used to work at the board of trade, bro, my old boss, I would have a shitty day, way. And a lot of days were a lot of shitty days because I was always fucking just 2 hours sleep, fucking looking and sounding like shit because I was singing, and I needed to be fucking screaming and whatnot. And then I would have shitty days, and it was weird for me to see my boss so positive way. For me, it was not the old environment, porque I worked a couple jobs here and there, and the paisa mensaje of like, órale, güey, qué pedo, ponte las pilas, la chingada, which is cool, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But my boss would come up to me and be like, hey, first of all, are you okay? I'm fucking tired, blah, blah. Do you think that what you did today was the best, that you could have done today? Fuck, the way I'm feeling, yeah, all right. As long as you came in here and gave it your all. Like, to me, it was just so different way, that
yeah.
environment. Like, holy shit, you're not going to bitch me out?
Yeah.
So the next day, I would want to obviously be there on time. I
pues
would
es que
want to,
unconsciously,
pay it back in a way.
yeah, exactly. You would want to, like, you know what? I know I could have done better, and obviously, yes, I was tired and everything, but hey, pues it's a new day, I slept okay. I'm ready to go. I know I have to do all of this. Y pues vamos,
Yeah.
Let's run it. And that's the difference between somebody that's kind of in a sort of way micromanaging you and telling you, hey, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, instead of asking you, hey, are you okay? Can I help you with anything? Is there something different that you need me to do to help you make it easier for you?
Oh, yeah. It's the best, bro.
It's a whole different environment at the end of the day, when you're working with somebody else.
And I think also at times it can even be to the point where, depending on how cool you are with your boss, like I was cool with my boss. Fuck, like we would talk personal stuff at the end, like because at the end of the day, I just feel like, everyone has a lot of shit going on. Mm-hmm. And if you're really cool, you could be like, this what the fuck's going on, and my fucking band, they don't want to fucking practice. It's pissing me off. I mean, whatever the fuck it is, right?
Yeah.
And instead of them judging, it's just like, nah, well, consejo, consejo, consejo. You're just like, damn, all right. Well, that's fucking different. That makes it easier for me to even be more close to the business and shit aspect of it.
And I mean, it goes back to what I'm telling you. It's about who's guiding you and who's with you at the end of the day. Because if somebody's there just telling you, oh, you know what, you messed up and you did the worst thing that you could have possibly done, and you didn't produce or made me money or whatever, in that case. Pero it's all about treating you and who you have working with you, not for you, the best way you possibly can.
Right.
I'm not going to say people are not going to take advantage of you maybe sometimes, pero, I mean, you're there to help them,
Yep.
If you don't help them, they're not going to want to help you.
Yeah.
Why would they want to? So that's how I see it, and it's funny when Jose said about spreading the word and
right.
stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of sort of what I feel that I want to do for.
That's interesting. Yeah,
that's why
when you said it, I'm like, oh, spreading the word is cool, but now it even makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was like, oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We have the business card next.
Yeah, I mean, de algo sirvió el pinche podcast. Ya por lo menos
well.
sabemos el significado de Gessiel.
Simón.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Can't even call him Zeek no more.
I feel like I sinned if I call him Zeek.
Wow.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all about learning something new every day, right?
Eso que ni qué.
That was a good one, though. That was a good lesson for today. Your name.
Hey,
Your mom Goddamn.
For
And
real.
you were talking shit, motherfucker. He literally had just said, like, my mom.
Thanks, my
shit.
mom.
My mom. Thanks to my mom. Oh, fuck. Wait, never mind. My name's cool as fuck. You fucking ass.
New marketing fucking ploy.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna be fucking. We gotta be passing the word.
That's gonna be his new commercial on Pat Mahomes because he's the new
And
guy
Chris
coming
Paul
in.
shit. No look past.
Yeah.
No look past.
What's the Atlanta Hawks guy's name? ¿Cómo se llama?
Who? Atlanta Hawks.
Point guard, the little guy.
It's Lillard, no?
No, Atlanta Hawks.
Lil-
That's
yeah,
Portland.
Lillard is Portland. Right?
Portland.
Atlanta Hawks. You know about basketball.
Oh, Trey Young?
Trey Young, yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah,
you go. He's like
He's on there too,
Yeah.
bro.
Shit,
What?
Gessiel got a fucking star lineup.
Who else is
Next
on there? Is there
person
any-
on
Oh,
there,
just those
Gessiel.
4 guys.
No actors,
No, not yet.
Gessiel.
but you have that guy though, right?
Next.
Oh, Jake from State Farm. Yeah.
Jake from State
Yeah.
Farm.
Yeah.
They changed Jake though, right?
From
From the original Jake that was
the
in the
original,
basement.
yeah. Wearing khakis, yeah.
Oh, but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
He's not around anymore.
No,
Now it's Jake,
it's the
the guy that's there now.
the Moreno, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have to put us on. Right?
They don't have any Mexican, like
Not
or
yet, man.
Hispanic.
Not yet.
Gessiel's going to be the first one.
Si Dios quiere.
Gessiel el quemado.
Y es del quemado el pelado. Que le pongan ahí en el comercial.
Si los de arriba quieren, ya saben.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna be a sponsor of the Guac Pod.
Yeah, thank you guys
yeah.
for that.
I finally got your scripts yesterday, actually.
I sent them like 2 months ago.
I know.
Friday.
No, but I had a lot of shit going on, and I barely
Fucking Fry. 6 weeks later, right?
fucking Fry. Shout out to Fry.
Thanks, Fry.
He's
You
the one that
are
does
the best.
the business. You art the best. Yeah, you like that?
That's good.
Compadre, you art the best.
You're not.
That's awesome. You see how
Make-
these guys...
Make sure he
de
doesn't.
de algo te tienes que servir esa chingadera, güey.
Siempre te he dicho, güey, que yo no la uso para diversión,
La uso para creación.
creación.
Ya, virga. Venimos juntos, hijo.
Soy de los creadores
Wow.
y no de la sierra, hijo de la chica.
Antes no te llamaste Gessiel también.
Gessiel.
Gessiel.
Bro,
This is awesome, man.
where's the office? Shout out the address.
3802 West Montrose Avenue.
Yes.
Northside, Albany Park.
Old stomping grounds for you.
Old stomping grounds, yes, sir.
I mean, that's where you grew up, sort of?
Kind of, yeah, a little bit more.
No,
up
you're a
north.
little more west, right?
Where I grew up, I'm a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more southwest, I guess.
Southwest.
Pero it's close by. I mean, I would always go play soccer to all those high schools around their area, so I'm familiar with.
And then
With the
obviously
barrio.
You have your Facebook State Farm agent G.
Yeah,
¿Cómo es?
State Farm is my full name, Gessiel Gutierrez, State Farm.
Y ya va pegado.
Yeah. All day, every day.
I do
G.
wanna touch a particular subject that I think should be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully for a lot of people that are listening, because it's something that we really don't talk about
They better be
amongst
listening.
the community, which is, and I don't want to sound like a fucking business, right? But al chile, güey. I'm only bringing it because I think it's something that is very informative.
Mm-hmm.
Life insurance. I don't want it to sound like people here, hey, what's up, this, Gessiel? So, life insurance, I'm good, bro. Chinga, bam. But the importance of it, way, like at the end of the day, now that I think we're a new generation
Yeah.
and it's a smart way to think, I guess you could say. Or what do you think? Explain to me.
You kind of said it perfectly, and that's the sad part about it. When you start talking to people about it, they think, especially older people, luego pues sale lo mexicano de uno. No, pues yo voy a dejar el dinero al Sancho y whatever.
Yo no me voy a morir, oiga.
Sí, o yo no me voy a morir, o yo no estoy pensando en eso no me va a pasar. Eso es lo único más seguro que tenemos en la vida. Quiero que sepan todos. And I don't want to be. It's something that I struggle with every day when I see people post up GoFundMe pages of people. Hey, you know what? My family member passed away. We're doing a GoFundMe page for their
Services
final
and
expenses. You know,
Yeah. Explain that part.
I hate it, bro. I hate it because it. I mean, sometimes policies don't cost as much. You waste more money on
Probably gas nowadays.
way more money on gas than what life insurance would cost
On a
for
monthly
yourself.
basis, yeah.
On a monthly basis, yeah. And it's not like you're making a payment like a bill payment. You're
Right.
investing in yourself,
Explain that.
in your future, and in taking care of your family, and making sure they're gonna be okay once that day happens, because you never know when it's gonna happen.
Right.
It can be a newborn that they can struggle with birth defects when they are born, and it's something that you can get them even after 15 days of them being born.
Ah, shit.
So that's something. Thankfully, this whole COVID situation, the new generation coming along, that's probably the only good thing coming out of them, that they kind of get the idea of it,
Right.
and they see the value of it.
Right.
Because there's policies where you can invest in yourself and eventually benefit from in the long run. There are policies that they're policies that you're investing into yourself, and the best way to explain them to everybody in a short version, that they're like a 401k plan,
Okay.
but with the benefit of not paying taxes, not paying fees, not paying penalty fees for taking it out after a certain amount of time. This is tax-free money that you can borrow from yourself from what you've been paying into the policy.
Oh, so you're able to get a loan on whatever you've been
Yes.
inputting in there.
Yes. So that's
Shit.
the beauty about it, and a lot of people don't understand or don't even care to listen.
Well,
to,
I think it's one of the things that we are all ignorant on that part, right?
Yeah.
That we just like, nah, you know what? We're good, bro. Right away, it's like, we're good.
yeah, no,
We're good,
and,
we're
and
good.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Because,
If you have a job, like, I already got one at work. Yeah, but that one's only $5,000 or something.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. It's never. It's always a certain percentage of what your salary is,
Right. Okay.
but at the end of the day, is that enough to cover everything
Yeah.
that should be covered? If you have family, how many kids do you have? How many money do you want to leave for their college, their future? What about all the stuff that you owe? Do you own a home? How much do you owe on the home? Do you have car loans? How much do you owe on the car loan?
Yeah.
Do you want to make sure that that's paid off if
Something
someday,
happens?
God forbid, something happens to you? That's a lot of the things that people don't think about, that I want to try to change, especially in our Hispanic culture. And my parents didn't teach me that.
Right.
To be honest, my parents got their life insurance just because my mom works as a student teacher at a school, and people would go to her school, igual como va gente a otros trabajos, to read your benefits from your work and all that stuff, and they obviously they come out to you and offer you life insurance packages and health packages and whatnot. So she started seeing that people were not being eligible for these certain packages because of their previous or current medical history. And she's like, you know what? Talk to me about it. What is it about? How can I get it? Can I qualify? And then that's where the whole conversation started with all of that. y es de la forma que que even my parents kind of got the hint of it, of the actual benefit
The
from
benefit
it.
of having
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason why you should have it.
I think that's something that I know you're gonna do very well with. I think because it's something that you can push very well on the more open-minded mind, I guess you could say, right? Or open-minded people.
And that's where I think your why comes in, because I have
A reason why you want to do that.
a big reason why, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of what happened with us with Escuela and the accident.
So at
And
that time, did you have life insurance?
oh yeah,
Okay.
I did. And right after that, I got even more
Okay.
because sometimes a lot of people think, oh, pues I have one, I don't need any more. No, you can have as many as you want, and I mean nobody's gonna tell you, oh no, you have too much
Right.
or you have too many. You can get as many as you want. It doesn't matter.
Right.
The more you have, the better you
course.
and your family is gonna end up at the end of the day.
Yeah, I like what you said there about like, well, if God forbid something that does happen, like you want to leave your family with, if you guys have debt, a house,
Yeah.
payment, do you really want to leave them with all that? And that's way for them to, get ahead with stuff like that. So
And
yeah, it makes all the sense.
that's why a lot of obviously the Caucasian people are where they're at today because they have all of these things. They have all these 401k plans. They
Yeah.
have all these.
Somebody left them with
Plan.
something.
Yes,
It's a little bit of a not a little. It's a head start. at
it's
the
a
end of
head
the day.
start and
Yeah.
a legacy that somebody else left for you.
Correct.
To continue with that,
Yep.
to make it even bigger, and create more generational wealth
Correct.
for you
Yeah.
and your family.
It at least helps you level the playing ground, right? Because I mean, we're not all equal, when we're born, and having a little bit of head start, help from generational thing, bro. Of course,
Yeah.
why not?
I mean, I have policies for my kids. I don't
Nice.
get it because I think, you know what? No, plus I'm thinking because something's gonna happen to them. No, I don't get it for that reason.
Right.
I get it for the reason because I want the living benefit from it. I don't plan. God, es lo menos que pienso yo.
Yeah.
Que algo les pase. Pero, pues si algo les pasa, Dios no quiera, ¿verdad? Pero, pues, al menos we're gonna have something to say farewell to them, as hard as it may seem.
You're right.
Pero at the end of the day, it's not for that. At least I don't think as that. I want them to grow up and be successful and get there sooner than what I did. Because that's my goal to be where my parents were at the time that they retired. To be there sooner than they did, and that's what I want my kids to eventually be there. To be even way sooner than I ever did.
Yeah.
There's kids nowadays that are YouTubers or that are actually kids from other business owners that create their own business when they're like kids,
Young as
bro.
well. Yeah. Because
Kids.
they had that example, and you want to have that example. And
They had the example,
the resources, but
well, the knowledge, bro. The knowledge, the mindset.
The mindset, the motherfucking environment, man. I'm telling you,
It
bro.
makes a difference, bro.
It's a huge difference, man. I think that's really, really big when you start, obviously talking to your kids early and
And they don't teach this at school, bro.
no.
That's the sad part about it.
Yeah.
O sea, a lot of billionaires, multimillionaires, they dropped out of school. They never went to college. I mean, maybe some of them did, yeah, right? But a lot of them did not. And look at where they're at today.
Yeah.
O sea, it's all a generation thing. A lot of the times, parents would see like bankruptcy as like the worst thing in the world.
Right.
Pero Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, they filed
Donald
bankruptcy. Donald Trump, bro.
Like
O sea, toda esa
couple
gente,
times.
toda esa gente millonaria, they did that, you know? They failed. Gary Vee is a great podcast that's out there. He always has like all these kids that are actually entrepreneurs that ask him questions, like all these crazy questions about business and all this stuff. It's like, dude, like how you're
Young
like
as hell.
you're
Yeah,
like
watch that.
10 years old, 12 years old. Like, how are you asking all these questions?
Yeah.
You know? And that's where I want my kids to be, you know? I want to, I work every day. I work hard every day. I have my side hustle still, even though I have my own business, which is the music and
Your addiction.
my addiction.
Shout out Los Toxis.
Shout out to Los Toxis.
Shout out to
Uh,
oh, sorry, bro.
Saludos a los que están pitando por ahí. Gracias.
Dice mi compa, huélense la mano.
Gracias por el apoyo, compas. and I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I want to bring to the table, you know, success and making sure people know about it, and like Mr. Cermeño said, spreading the word.
Yeah, he loved it.
I loved it, dude.
He got the fucking motto already.
It's something that will stick for me forever,
Jeez.
forever, you know.
Come give him a fucking kiss, Jose.
Bro.
Yeah.
Pinche
Tell him
lengüetazo.
you love him,
Barba
dog.
con barba, hijo de la chingada.
Tell him you love him.
I love you.
Yeah.
Normalize it, yes.
Yeah, these
I-
guys. Do you like that? These guys like
I
normalizing.
love it.
Ya
I
no
love
le
you.
pude aguantar a la verga.
Hey,
I told you,
a lot of people don't kiss their dads, bro. I kiss my dad every time I see him. Every time I say hi to him, I give him a kiss in the cheek. I could give a kiss to you guys, and I mean it's cool.
Let me eat first.
You are that guy.
Let me eat first.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care if bro.
I,
if
for one, I think there's a huge talk among us men. The whole dad talk.
yeah.
I, for one, don't kiss my dad. I don't really even hug my dad either.
I don't know,
And
man. I do.
I've had great talks con mi compa Jose Juanito Medrano.
Mm-hmm.
Great talks with Muro, Jose Luis Muro, El Negro,
Yeah.
about the dad talk. And they're all like, nah, bro, you got to get over whatever the fuck, you know. Or not
Yeah,
get
bro.
over, but just the uncomfortable, like, do it. You got to do it away. So, baby steps. The I love you, normalize it.
Yeah.
I think that's big amongst the guys, too.
It's bro. It's something. It's something that's beautiful, bro. At the end of the day, because I mean, we joke about it. We play around. Hey, no, pues sí, tú que la chingada, whatever, you know. Pero at the end of the day, when you really love somebody, why not give them a kiss? You know, why not?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. Girls kiss each other too, and it's just like, hey, pues te quiero mucho, whatever. I kiss my dad, I could kiss my brother, I could kiss you, I could kiss you. Because I'll do it.
Do it. No, it's all right. Wait. Are you?
I mean,
Yeah, there, Jose, you like that? Normalize
yeah,
it.
it's not.
You were a little uncomfortable, though.
No.
You were like, hey.
No. It's because I was trying not to laugh because Jose's face, the face he made.
You should have recorded that. Can we do it again
No.
Can we do it again for the video?
After.
Oh, okay. After's fine.
Damn,
I'll
fucking
keep
You do it.
loud as hell in my ear.
Zeke is ready.
She was kind
Are you
of.
doing it? Here, you guys
Que
can make
truene.
Get Cici. I like a chille.
Culero. Yes.
No, we'll do that one later.
Está muy lejos.
Lleva lengua.
Necesito pararme.
Vamos a hacer un pinche trío.
No,
y a la
tam-
verga.
Tampoco.
Well, look, I love that. I love that we kind of went in that direction, right? Because those are little talks that I've told Bart about. Like, you know what? A ver con quién hacemos un good or a quick talk like this. Like, I just think that amongst the guys, yo jugando esos güeyes les digo también, hey, what's up, Kings? Or know your worth, king. Like,
Yeah.
little things like that. Not in a very positive way. O sea, que así como las mujeres obviamente se apoyan y que a toda madre, pero los guys, obviamente hay desmadre y hay party time y todo, pero también es one of those like, hey, you know what? A motherfucker isn't okay every single day.
No,
And that's okay in a way,
that
right?
is okay.
With me, it's like, don't be. Yeah, I'm down to talk about whatever you need to talk about. I'd rather you do.
Yeah, and that's something I wanted to bring up from past episodes from Puros Compas and the Guac Pod, especially with the whole musician world that we at the end of the day we lose a lot of family time
A
because of
lot.
it.
Family time and family.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, at least I'll talk for myself.
I know, and
Cousins and all that, bro.
I mean,
hardly see 'em.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you try to meet with them it's kind of awkward.
It's awkward. It's not kind of.
I always remember telling this dude like, "Hey, wait, like, ¿qué pedo? I never
who are
hear
your
you telling
friends?
these stories like,
Yeah.
all my cousins this, because I mean, I got a big family, We're
Pues es que
my
uno-
family always because I'm not in, like you guys been in a band all your life, Fortunately, I've always got to see my family and shit, and me and my cousins are all
Yeah.
tight, and I would always like. I remember asking this dude one time, like, "Hey, ¿qué pedo?" He's like, "No way." Like, well, I've never seen them because I've always been working,
Yeah.
with the bands and shit. Like, so
Yeah.
even though he has them, he's like, and he's told me like, he's like, "Yeah, I love my cousins. They're
Yeah.
my family.
I think I
love
said it
them
on a
and
pod, too.
everything,
Yeah, you
pero
did.
It's just." It's awkward. It's weird. We've never hung out. There's still family, but
I mean,
it's got to be something crazy for you guys for sure.
I mean, in my case, there are cousins that I hang out, and these guys even know them, Eric and Edgar and Junior, obviously. Shout out to
Shout
them.
out to them. Hell yeah.
Uh,
I mean, seeing those guys grow too.
Yeah,
Met them when they were
yeah.
young as fuck.
I mean, thankfully, I mean Eric had a little history when he was actually a part of Correcaminos.
There you go.
When we were there with Junior, so he knows a little bit about the
lifestyle.
the lifestyle. Pero, pues at the end of the day, it's not for everybody,
Yeah.
It's not for everybody, and I mean, as much as I want to say, you know what, I wish I was more with my brothers, my cousins, my family.
Yeah.
I at the end of the day, I kind of don't regret it,
Yeah.
I honestly don't, because I'm who I am because of this, of everything I've went through.
Yeah. Your environment, man.
I did what I wanted to do at the end of the day, and I think that's part of everybody's history that has to go through that process.
That decides to go through that, right?
Yeah.
You decide
I
not
mean,
to.
I mean, somebody that wants to be successful is going to be focused on what they want to do, no matter what anybody else around them wants to push through.
Right.
And I mean, I hope I don't sound bad, or I mean, I don't want to diss any of my family for whatever reason, pero I mean, we've had disagreements and we've had talks about it, but I don't think I'm ever gonna regret anything that I've done. I'm thankful for everything that I've been through. It's helped me tremendously for everything that I've gone through, everything that I'm going through, everything that I will go through eventually.
Yeah.
And that's just part of my growth, my personal growth, and that's why I'm for the most part, thankfully, I hope a lot of people don't have any grudges against me, or I try to be the best person I can be with everybody,
Right.
and that's helped me a lot, with my business, with the whole music people of knowing a lot of people. My team, thankfully, at the Casa Humilde Fest, everybody would walk up to me and say what's up, like was
It's like
like
a whole circle now,
a
right?
whole circle, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, like family, and they're like, oh my god, you know everybody here, like. No, I wish I knew everybody here. Like, I don't know that guy. I don't know that guy.
Right.
I got to talk to them and figure out who they are, what
Yeah.
they're about, and see if I could help them, you know, in any way. And that's why, God damn it, Cermeño, that spreading the word and sprinkling stuff on people, sprinkle the Lord.
That's what it
Amen.
Amen. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Yeah. I'm glad you
Cheese
brought
and
that up
nuggets.
with the whole cousin talk too. We've had that talk before.
Yeah.
And it's something that's I like to hear you say it because I hadn't heard you say it like in that way. It's very difficult to explain.
It is.
But I also think that that's the little bit of the weirdness in everyone who decides to take whatever path. If they want to do painting, if they want to do, fucking construction, like whatever the fuck they decide to do with the passion, right?
Yeah.
Not just because it's a job. Whatever it is, like I think that's the way it is for everybody. Like essentially, you can get a little bit lost in what you do. In our case, the music but what I appreciate, and I'm sure you do as well, is that, well, because they are family and cousins, that when you do see them, even though we haven't seen them for 20 plus years, it is awkward, but it's also very fulfilling and shit.
It's gratifying.
Correct.
I'm one of the people that love to have get-togethers y gracias a Dios pues se ha dado lo que es. I mean, I can't complain. I've had a okay life. Thankfully, I mean, you grow eventually, you know.
Right.
You grow eventually, and you want to have the people that at one point in your life grew up together, and the family that you have, not just blood family, but like all of you guys, all the musician friends,
Yeah.
that I consider family, because at the end of the day, all of you guys are my brothers. You know, we share the same thing, especially the guys that that we shared stages with. You end up finding like a brotherhood between each other, and that's why I say that once we get together, we had a get together with Banda Real not too
Yeah.
long ago.
Most definitely.
It was, man,
Broke the internet.
bro. Like it makes me
Well,
want to cry
well,
when I talk about that. You know,
It's the people that you were hanging out with when you weren't with your family.
Yeah.
all that time that you were gone. So of course they have to kind of become.
I
Yeah.
get-
your
Zeke
family.
was heartbroken because
get
Banda
teary-eyed,
Real broke up.
I
Remember that?
did.
I remember he
I was,
called
You
me.
said you cried, no?
No, I remember he called me and he
I
told me
didn't
like,
cry,
"Hey,
but-
bro, why are we
bro, you
not
cry,
saving
bro.
Banda Real?" Do you remember that or no? And I'm like, nah, because fucking Gus. Remember Gus was getting out?
Thanks, you Gus. I will always forever.
Thanks.
And I
have
had
a
told
grudge.
Gus, like, you know what, man?
Gus.
No, I had told you like, we're not gonna replace Gus.
But no,
And I
I
just
mean,
felt like-
it's like,
and I-
who do you replace Gus
Yeah,
with?
yeah.
You know, till
Nobody-
this
to this day.
till this day.
Yeah.
I mean,
No disrespect.
no disrespect,
Yeah.
Primo Adan.
No,
Jesus
sí.
Christ, it's very close, you
Yeah.
know, and all the other tour players. But at the
there's
time,
so many now. Yeah, at that time, correct.
Woody from Compa Secta, bro, he's my guy too.
No, hay muchos buenos.
Yeah, but at the time he was like the
And he had
the
the style.
close second.
He's King Tuba, dog.
He had a nice style at
Yeah.
that time with us.
Yeah.
So when he got out, we're like, you know what, fuck that. Let's just stop it. I don't know. He was
Yeah,
he was devastated.
Bro.
Him and Rafa, because they started it.
He was the one guy that stood with me till the end, bro.
Mm-hmm.
From
you
start
guys-
to finish, bro.
You guys started that?
No, well, we didn't start it. Me and my cousin Junior started, or with. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like a whole.
Be careful, man.
mix-
Fofo's gonna watch
Yeah.
this, bro.
No,
Like, I need on to tell
Fofo's
my
gonna
story.
come on and say like,
it was,
hey,
it was like a 2-part thing because
I started it.
Fofo got Peter and Joel, and obviously pues Junior, we had gotten out from Correcaminos, and we're like, hey, pues let's start something up with like new
Package
people,
deal.
like with new blood, pues. Como
The
quien
young
dice.
crowd back
The
then.
young crowd, yeah. Our age similarity, you know, and he knew Fofo from get-togethers and whatnot, and obviously Fofo pues had his brother Joel. I didn't know at the time. I didn't know his cousin Peter either. So that he brought them together. Junior and me were brought
Package
together.
deal.
My compa Rafa, I hated him at the beginning.
Who brought that guy in?
I did.
And you hated him.
I hated him, bro. And he's my compadre now. Le bauticé el chiquito. Con albur y todo.
Dichoso largo.
So he was in my freshman division class. Porque he was a demo freshman, menso.
Wow.
So
Putting
he
him
got
out there, bro.
So he got,
5-year senior.
he got stuck there, bro. And I will forever tell this story that he was in one of our division classes, and he would always come in with his fresh Air Force Ones, bro. El muchacho Don Rafa would buy him. Shout out to Don Rafa.
Shout out.
He's even cooler than Rafa.
He is, bro.
He is to this
gotta meet
day.
this guy.
We will tell him.
You gotta
"Hey,
meet this guy.
We got a gig
Bro.
Saturday. If you can't go, it's cool, but tell your dad to go, bro.
Yeah. He should be a great fucking podcast. host.
Don Rafa?
If you
Yeah,
can't go,
Don
it's
Rafa.
cool.
Bro.
Don Rafa?
Yeah, man. That man has stories,
Rafa.
man.
I'm pretty sure, man. Don Rafa has that fucking
Gangster, bro.
gangster ass face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
El muchacho.
He would be good. Yeah, so Rafa came in. He would be walking like a penguin. I remember you would
Yeah,
say,
dude.
he's that guy that want to crease his Air Force Ones.
Yeah,
shit,
that's,
hell
that's why I would hate him because his Air Force Ones.
Watch the fucking
He would wear
shoes.
the bunched up socks in the Air Force Ones para que no se le. Back then no había las cosas que le ponías adentro del zapato.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because now they have that, right?
Yeah, now they have you Amazon that shit. And
Yeah.
put them in so they don't crease up. So back then you would buy those long Nike socks and fold them up from the front.
Roll it up.
Roll it up from the front, so adentro quedaba lo folded up, so it wouldn't crease up your Air Force Ones.
Wow.
That's what people
I
would
never
do?
Knew that one.
Yeah.
I never knew that one.
So he would come in division, bro, and he would show off to the girls in the division.
Oh, bro, why you got to put him out there like that again, bro?
He's my compa, my comadre.
Yeah,
So it's
se
cool.
vale, se vale.
It's cool.
Yeah, it was before my comadre, so it's cool.
Lo que no fue en tu año no se daña.
I like that one. Never heard it.
So he would bust. He was in band, right? So he would bust up his saxophone. This guy would fucking come in division. Hey, I can play de esta sierra a la otra sierra
Vámonos, hijo de
Sheesh.
with his loud ass saxophone, bro. Sounded like a
Annoying
trumpet.
ass thing.
Annoying. It sounded like a trumpet.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know. Something about me sprinkled the word on the guy.
There you go.
Say, I'll save you.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey,
You're ugly.
you're.
Let's start with that. A, you're ugly.
One, you're ugly.
B, you're ugly as fuck.
And
I remember once I
C,
told them, hey, if there was the Olympics, you would win fucking gold, silver, and bronze for the ugliest.
You're a pussy.
He would be on all three totem poles.
oh, el más horrible del mundo.
No, bro. I'm telling you. No me desmiente, Gessiel. El compadre no me desmiente.
Jamás. You know, ni el mismo Rafa lo desmiente.
No,
Quiero que
he
sepan.
knows. He knows he's,
Pero así lo queremos salir con la chingada.
yeah.
It's all good.
So that was his story, and that's something in me told me, you know what? Let me invite this guy. You know,
But you didn't know him either, though?
I hate him. He's annoying as fuck, but
But you kind of like him.
But
you hated him, but
there's
deep
something
down
about him,
inside,
you know?
you kind of liked him.
there's something about him.
But you didn't know him like in grammar school. No,
No,
o sea,
no,
allí.
no. Allí in high school.
Verga.
In high school, I met him in high school. Pues I invited him, and he went to the first Banda Real practice. And
Y de allí para el Real.
Me, my cousin
Parquear
Junior,
a la verga.
Rafa,
So make yourself known when you're ready.
Échale,
um,
échale.
Peter, Joel, and Fofo. Those are the six of us. And we just jammed out, bro. We just jammed out puras polkas, and that's how Banda Real
De esta
started.
sierra a la otra sierra. Real quick.
La única que se sabía Rafa en ese entonces. Ya después pinche
It's
Peter le
time
dijo,
to shine.
hey, tócale aquí, 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 y aquí termina, aquí empiezas y aquí acabas. Oh, okay. Boom, boom. To the day of when we got back together, Rafa, empiezas aquí, acabas aquí, boom. Him, Peter, and More. God damn.
Hey, what that make you feel like, bro? That
Bro,
day of DLS.
oh my
Give me your thoughts.
I still get shivers, bro. I still get shivers, and I want to get back together again and fucking just jam out again.
Well, everybody on the social was going crazy, you know. Talking about
Yeah,
we were gonna
I
play.
had a whopping 11 likes on my.
Woke up to a whole four messages
whopping 11 likes that everybody wanted.
with your 9 followers.
Cas-
Oh yeah,
Performance
well,
at
actually, I
Casa
did wake
Humilde.
up to like about 5 messages. Thought you should put him in the fucking Casa Humilde Fest.
and 4 of those were Fofo.
From different accounts.
The Faux Realty, the Adolfo Gonzalez.
For real?
For
Realty.
For real.
For real? T?
I like that.
Shout out to my boy Fofo.
Yeah, that was a good night, man. That was a very I don't know, man. I kind of feel like well, this is gonna come out wrong. I don't feel old. I know I'm old, right? So that's what I'm saying.
You're not old, compa.
I kind of feel like what Gessiel was. Ahí la tienes, ¿no? La botella está ahí abajo. Man. Ya está pedo, mi compa.
Asal.
Don't worry, the camera didn't see that, G.
No.
No.
Cero.
I do kind of feel like I see a lot of these guys, and for me, it's everything is very reminiscent, you know. To see everybody was pretty badass. I had never played with Peter back then. Pero ni con tu primo Junior. I just obviously know them.
Yeah.
But it was still like, you could just tell, you can see the fucking happiness in everyone's fucking eyes way al chile. Like, it was just like, oh shit.
It was
Genuine for sure.
yeah, to say the least. And we all did it for the love of the music. We didn't do it to make money. I don't even think we did it to become famous or become something big. We just did it because we loved it. We loved being together. We loved the time that we had together, the ambience that we had with each other.
Yeah.
And all the things that we were learning at the time. It was the best thing in the whole world
Yeah.
till this day, bro. And I think that's the reason why when we get together, it's like, man, like I can't believe we're together again. How are you doing? What's going on with you? Let's keep talking shit to each other like we used to, and it's the normal thing, you know. We begin from where we left off, and it's beautiful.
It's kind of crazy when you start really thinking. At least me, I start thinking back and thinking, you guys ever just stop when you're smoking and when you're drinking and just think like how one different decision would have been very different life. Does that make sense? Right? Because for me, it's like if I would have never joined Real, I would have never. Well, I don't know if I would ever had met you, any of you, the way I know you.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't have met you eventually if you guys were still in the music.
yeah,
But even if I didn't, would I have B? Would I had gone in the sense of promoting the aguacate that was a big thing with the Real
yeah.
era? Like, there's a lot of shit that makes me think about all that shit. How for me, that's why I always say like, hey man, as fucking cliche and fucking pothead, fuck you, you know, like for me, it's the whole universe. The way shit lines up, it just happens. It doesn't. You
Yeah.
could plan all you fucking want. You know, I had plans to be famous in my mind by the age of 18, by the age of 24. Like I wanted it. I fucking really, you know. And at the end of the day, like, all right, well, something happened, whatever decision. But the for me, the big decision is to be able to had met you guys, to be able for me at that point, kind of look for the young blood, how you had mentioned earlier, and to kind of share a fucking a vision at that point in that music business in Chicago, and to fucking push this upon you guys and open-minded guys, because we went in there thinking like, look, this is cool, but we got to change some shit.
Yeah.
And it was very open, you know, it was like that. This whole romantic shit, I don't know how it's gonna work, guys. We're gonna not play it anymore. I remember, you know why? Because I remember More brought up, you know, I think we should still do some romantic shit like that.
Yeah.
I think it was like that. Just in case if it isn't More, I know it was somebody. But somebody brought it up. And I'm like, no, we got to stick it to the rancheras, the corridos right now. That's going to get us to play more places. And then we were just the local at V Live, you know, merenderos and everything else that came with that. And everybody just started seeing things different. To kind of do a parallel comparison, the way you're saying, like, in the State Farm, how it's inspiring to, like in your case, Diana, to inspire you to want more. I see it in the music aspect when I met you guys that for me it was sort of the same thing. We would sit or we would stand outside of fucking Chocolate Factory, which is on Cicero and fucking Augusta. I don't want to say anything bad about the fucking neighborhood, but go drive by there. And we would just stand out there till fucking wee hours of the night and telling you guys, hey, you know, have you guys never played here and this and that? And watch, we're going to be, I remember I would preach it, like, we're going to be this band that when you walk into a club, you're going to feel like you're walking on clouds. You remember that talk or no?
I do. And it actually started right before you guys kind of joined. Because we did the whole, back then they would do, La Ley would do the verses between bands, the locals bands. Yeah. And we actually did a concurso of who would be like, I guess the best local group or whatever. And I was always terrified of playing against bandas.
Okay.
I would always feel like, no, pues, it's like you play against a banda, un sonidazo y música and all this, like se escuchaba like machine, you know, the best ever.
Right.
And we would play and it was saxophones, you know, compared to trombones and trumpets and everything, and tarolas and tambora, you know, the whole thing. Y pues nosotros pues éramos tuba, electrical tuba and saxophone and whatnot. But we entered that contest and we actually won against Carembe.
Damn.
At El Noa Noa, a.k.a. Golden, whatever the strip club is named now.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
The Gold Club?
Gold Club, yeah.
So you guys would go and perform.
Yeah, we would,
and then
actually
they would pick the winner.
You would pick the winner.
Okay.
Yeah. And we somehow miraculously we beat Carembe, which, I mean, Carembe is still Carembe today.
Correct.
You know? La Encantadora. Shout out to my boy, El Maestro Carnitas.
Mucho saludo para Carnita.
Hugo, all his brothers.
Yeah.
O sea, todos los de la banda que han, el Chapis y todos ellos, you know. Siempre nos han visto bien y nos han saludado con todo todo el respeto del mundo, you know, igual nosotros con ellos. Pero the fact that we were able to beat them even before they joined was like, it was an easier thing. Yeah, it was an easier thing to eventually
like believe, right?
Believe that these guys from a banda would actually join us, you know. And that was the exciting thing about it. And once they joined, they had obviously a different mentality, and we rolled with it. We rolled with it because one, we were excited that they were joining us. Crazy ass singers from a banda joining us, a Duranguense group. Something that they would always talk mad.
Talk shit about, right?
Yeah,
shit
bro.
about?
Yeah. To this day, bro. Yeah.
Now you're from Durango.
And now you're from Durango.
Now
yeah.
Durango's mine. Go figure.
No,
luego no se ofenden a la
es de
verga.
nosotros.
Oh, que la chinga.
Aquí
Yo soy
hay-
de ustedes, pues. Yo soy-
Sí, sí. Pinche Michoacancillo que no vino. Saludos.
¿Cuál de
Pinche
todos?
Roca.
Oh, lo invitó, ¿verdad?
Wow. No lo dejaron, compa. Es que
Ah,
está
le
cabrón.
pegan.
Ah, compa, ahí está cabrón la cosa.
No,
Saludos para mi
man.
compa Roca, compa. Ojalá que.
Saludos para la
No,
Duranguilla
no,
que lo
cabrón.
tiene bien.
¿No?
Estamos como en 2 horas. Él nomás le dan 30 minutos de break. Lo va a escuchar como para el cuarto día, la verga.
Muy salsita el otro día que vino con los de la curva.
Luego, hijo de la chinga. Bien salsita el compa. Luego, que platiquemos que aquellas noches y que la chingada, compadre.
Come on.
Se va a casar, compadre, la chingada, va a valer madre. Y luego, ¿qué va a pasar?
Hablando de Duranguilla, saludos para mi niña que me está hablando por FaceTime.
Ah, cómo no, miren nomás.
Ahorita que no le conteste me va a mandar un mensaje, güey. No le entiendo ni madres, pero me va a mandar un mensaje, güey.
Oh, yeah.
Puro pinche
Watch.
pa.
Sí. ¿Quién sabe?
No, pues
qué?
aproveche, compa. Mándenle saludo a la mujer.
Ah, sí, claro que sí.
He wasn't going to do it, bro.
Eh.
Compa, he
He's
can
gonna
bring
be in
it.
trouble.
He brought it up
He
3
said,
different ways
Make
right
sure
now.
you guys. Yeah.
Right now, he brought up 3 different ways so
Come on,
we can
just
be
say
like,
it,
hey,
bro. Just say it, bro.
come on, bro. Nomás que no haya
No,
como decirlo, que hijo de la
fíjese.
chingada.
Como Carlos bien dice siempre,
Hijo
si
de la
no
chingada.
fuera por la mujer,
Hoy nomás. No estuviéramos aquí.
uno no estuviera aquí. Muchas gracias por la dama. I love you.
Eso, hijo de la chingada. Normalize it.
Normalize it. Thank you for supporting me. I love you. And
yeah.
thanks to my beautiful 2 daughters, Eileen and Ilia. #GirlDad.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
A ver si me hacen papá de nuevo con un niño, por favor.
Sí.
Y si no, nos buscamos una que nos dé uno.
No, compadre, cuidado, compadre.
Otro pinche salsita.
Ya
Bueno,
sabe.
chingada.
Ya sabe.
No, pues.
Ya nomás viene al parque y se le sube a todos, güey.
Hijo de la chingada.
Oh, pinches vatos.
No,
No,
no
hey,
pueden pistearse 2
no,
traguitos porque
no me
ya
compare
quieren
con-
buscarse a otra la chingada,
Can't wait
compadre.
to see the comments on this fucking. She's gonna go ham because she always, you know.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Hell
I
no.
got to meet her the other day at the diaper party, and she's like, "I'm the one always talking shit." I'm like, "Yeah, all right."
Oh, así te digo.
Yeah, so
Sí,
I'm
sí,
sure
pues,
she's gonna be in
hey,
the comments.
Estaba bien asustada la otra
Everybody,
vez.
check out the comments. She's gonna go in on this motherfucker.
Oh, no. Varios de mis camaradas la conocen.
Shout out, Max. Mi compa Freiro también era bueno. pero-
Fredo, oh, sí.
Clásico el vato.
Clásico, típico.
No, pero al igual también pienso que es importante. O sea, your schedule's busy, güey. And honestly, and bullshit aside, jokes aside, cuando ya tiene obviamente uno su familia y la chingada, pues it's a very integral part of what you're doing, güey. You know, to be on the supportive side. Porque todos, mírate tú ahorita, o sea, vienes del jale, por decir, vienes aquí, no has llegado a la casa, mal comido, cabrón. Alcoholizado.
Mal comido, hijo de la chica.
Alcoholizado.
Alcoholizado el vato.
Desde las 6 de la mañana
Desde las
Le
Sí,
arriba.
van
no,
a pegar,
ya no.
compadre. Que le van a pegar, le van a pegar.
Ya le andan
compa.
hablando.
Ya le están hablando. She's calling from the
Fíjese,
daughter's
pero-
phone.
Don't forget,
daughter's phone.
don't forget my shout out.
Yeah.
La que me habla es la chiquita, güey. Ni la grande ni la dueña de mis cheques
Eso, hijo de la chingada.
me habla, güey.
Ay, ya los checks.
No, pero I mean, my daughters are the best thing that could ever happen to me in the world.
Yeah.
And I mean, the wife has a lot to do with it. Obviously, ella sabe desde el principio, ella me conoció músico y Y sabía que desde el principio yo le dije, hey, if you're going to be with me, I'm not going to stop music just because you tell me to, you know? At the end of the day,
Junior como que no la creó, güey. Pinche Junior se empezó a reír, güey. ¿Qué pasó, pinche compa Gessiel, man? Tu pinche invitado, güey.
bro,
Se está riendo, güey.
I've been with my girl, what? From when I was 20 years old, I'm 34, 14 years.
So good at math.
14 years, bro.
14
Make
years.
sure you
bro.
guys double check your quotes.
Hell yeah.
That's computerized, bro.
Te parece pa la chica.
Pero desde entonces, güey, I told her, hey, if you're gonna if you're gonna be with me, you're gonna be with me because I love music and I'm not gonna stop because you tell me to. My daughters, maybe they might be the ones to tell me, you know what, hey, ya vas mucho.
Ya paran el pedo.
They tell me,
Córtale.
they tell me que si voy a ir a Ponpon. Because when they were growing up, we were in the whole escuela period, and we busted out with the canción de Arroz con Camarón. And the little one fell in love with it, you know? She's to this day, she still watches the video that we recorded on the beach, the Arroz con Camarón.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, papi, you're going to go Pompon. Like, sí, mami, I got to go Pompon. Porque if I don't go Pompon, I mean, this house ain't going to pay for itself, you know? You got a nice house, thank God.
You
I gotta go.
didn't have to buy a mansion, bro.
No, una casa 0 millas nomás.
Con la chica.
0 millas.
Son las buenas esas.
Gracias a Dios.
Esas salen buenas. Pinche compa.
Gracias a Dios, but I mean,
casa no.
we started somewhere, you know. But eventually, we upgraded. Thank God. Pero, pues, they have to know that papi has to work, man.
Es parte de. No, pero pues tomos ya, they grew up with that environment too, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they know what's up.
They understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, güey. I think it's something that, and they also see that you do it on a serious level. You know, it's not like dad does it. Oh, fuck it. Every time fucking dad goes to play, he gets back and he's jacked.
No.
You know, y llega poniendo pinche Charino Sánchez a la verga. ¿Sí entiendes? Like that's what maybe something would happen before, right? Ya, y el pinche Ali en la pinche 27 y Palacio ahí con Georgie ahí en la chingada. Boom. But now it's
Saludos a
like,
Georgie.
saludo para el compa Georgie, que ahorita yo creo que
I
ya.
can't wait, man.
Shout out to Georgie. By the time this comes out,
I love that
everything
guy
should
too,
be
bro.
great.
I
Yeah.
love that guy. Thanks to me, you are gonna be a dad, bro. With that girl that you are gonna be a dad with.
There you go.
Okay.
Thanks to me.
Did you you linked them up?
I told him, hey, no, I told my cuñada actually. Si no te juntes con este compa, la estás regando. This guy is a good guy that'll be there for you whenever you need him to. Y pues gracias a Dios me hizo caso. I mean, and you guys know Georgie.
Yeah.
Fucking Cupid over here.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thankful for that too. You know, I'm thankful for him for everything that he's done for me and my family. He's always there whenever you need him. And
For sure.
para lo que sea, you know. Está puesto el pinche Georgie.
Shout out Yorkie.
Shout out to Georgie. Great fucking guy.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
I will.
Him and his brothers too, man.
Of course, bro. Al fin del día, honestly, it's like that whole, I mean, I guess everyone can say that in their own world, right? That's what I was going to say. Like, in our circle, like, everyone kind of knows what's up. Like, I'm sure, you know, if you would call your compadre Rafa, he's one of those guys too,
Bro.
right? O sea, everyone in your circle is one of those guys in one way or another.
Thankfully, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's thankfully to you at the end, because I'm a big believer at the end of the day, one should be the one that's weeding out by using the term weeding them out by who you want to surround yourself with, creating your fucking environment at the end of the day. Who can you do this with? Maybe not all of it has to be 1,000% business talk, but who can I be cool with where I can just count on that guy to fucking smoke one, have a good conversation, or have a fucking laugh, and I've been doing this for 15 years with a person or something like that. And then someone else for a different kind of, talk and shit. But I think that everyone in one circle has a little bit of that element that becomes one of those guys like Georgie and shit. I mean, pues sí, güey, piénsale, ¿da? I mean, everybody that's in your front line of friends, they're that kind of guy, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with you with that. Obviously, family always is gonna come first.
Fuck yeah.
My brother, obviously, a lot of you guys know him. Ulises,
Bro, shout out. Earlier I was remembering to shout him out and I forgot.
bro.
The original
McLovin.
McLovin.
Thanks to Beaner.
Do you remember that, bro? How old was Ulises? Shout out to my boy Ulises, bro.
He was.
See, that's crazy. That's another guy, man. Like,
Bro,
he was so with
I
us
mean,
at that time.
You guys weren't even with Real back then when you guys met him.
Yeah.
Because it was I don't know what you guys were celebrating at Beaner's house over there on
Well, probably nothing. We're just partying. For real.
probably
Yeah.
or you
Right
guys
there in
were-
Austin.
or you guys just had finished practicing. And
también.
I would go there because I knew
Jaime.
Jaime and he
Yeah,
was
fucking Master Penis.
master.
Shout out to Master Penis, man.
Shout out to that guy.
I don't know him, but I've heard you shout him out before.
Yeah.
Master Penis,
Master
pineapple.
Penis.
Great
El
name.
Pineapple. Great name.
Him and Carnitas were like my role models, coming with the whole hey, shut up. They were my my tarola role models, because that's who I emulated at the time, and he was with you guys with Azteca, so we had gone there. I don't know who invited us, either him or Robert at the time,
Okay.
to go hang out with.
But
you
I
guys.
didn't know you guys then.
Pues,
Did you go? Maybe you went through Jaime, right?
Probably.
I remember you guys went to a fucking practice. I remember
We
seeing
went
you
to
there.
a few practices. Actually.
Yeah, I don't remember one, like a CBM.
Yeah, we went to a
That's
few
where I first seen you guys.
with Jaime, and then obviously we got to know Robert a little bit more, and that's how we kind of created that little circle. But that one time there was a party, and we were there till the end, and we went we went to Comales, and for whatever reason, Beaner had like a cooler in the back of his truck.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he started calling my brother McLovin, because he was like skinnier and he had glasses. He's like, "Hola chinga, you look like a pinche McLovin."
McLovin.
Y así se le quedó, güey. El McLovin, güey. And everybody knew him as that, and it started from there. Y jamás se le olvidó el pinche McLovin.
Pinche Ulises, man. Yeah, he was always with us there, bro.
He loved Banda Real, bro.
Shout out to Ulises, nigga.
Him and my dad.
Bro, shout out to your dad, to your whole family, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, your dad also.
They've always been like super fans of Banda Real. They loved everything about everything that we did. The whole like inicios, everything. They supported me with that group till the end. I think that's probably why I have a more special love for that group from all the other groups that I've been with. Even though some other groups like Escuela, I've had more personal life experiences with.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, my Banda Real is my
That's like your first love, right?
yeah, bro.
Music love.
My first girlfriend, my first
Yeah.
everything, dude. Yeah, it's crazy.
Kind of segueing into that, when we had Max on, bro, I think we had a great conversation with Max with escuela talk, and I did want to touch. That was part of what I had in my mind to be able to touch that topic with you, just because at that time as well, when I'm talking about not like the accident part of escuela, and when we talked to Max, and for us, it seemed like it was a little bit of a, well, not a little bit, because he had said he had never talked about it with anybody, right? So for me, it was, oh shit, well, that fucking sucks, because I wonder if that was the case for everyone, in a way, because so much shit was happening
Yeah.
that the last thing you probably wanted to do was remember that fucking night, and talk about it or something, or even have time to talk about it. So I don't know, like, if it was the same case with you, like with Max, where you didn't really talk about it. Did you feel like or how did it affect you? Not that if it did, because I'm sure it did, but how did it affect you? Perspective in life, perspective with music. Obviously, I'm sure there was tons of thoughts. If you don't mind me taking you back to that quick moment, just to see where you were at in your mindset when it happened.
I did hear Max's story and the pod that you guys did with him.
What you think?
It makes me choke and
Okay.
and reminisce about the time that we went through together. Um, it's hard, obviously, and it's something that I agree with Max that we've never talked about really with people, or maybe even with our own family. That we've never gone through.
Or even amongst you guys, right? Like the escuela guys at that time, like like even if you guys say, hey, I don't know if maybe you guys did. I don't know. Like, hey, let's get together and talk about what the fuck happened. Like, is everyone, bam, this is where everyone's at, kind of thing.
But I mean, we didn't play for a long time,
Yeah.
or for a few amount of months. So we would always we would visit Omar because he was the one that got affected more because of his leg.
Yeah.
So we would visit him, and we would hang out with him, and talk about it, and that's, I think that's what kind of helped us, emotionally, and being able to talk about the fact of what happened,
Yeah.
because I mean, I was in the hospital for an extra day because I had a contusion in my chest. So they were checking me out and making sure that I was okay and blah blah. So I was in the hospital for an extra day. Omar and our road manager slash
Sound.
sound engineer was there for a longer time.
Yeah.
Uh, so him and Omar, we would go visit pretty much every day or every other day to make sure they were good and whatnot. Once everybody went back to their house, we would still get together and meet up with each other and talk about it. It's something that we never, that it was hard. I think still to this day, it's probably hard to talk with
Yeah.
our family, with our friends about it. That's why when Max was talking about it still makes me choke up about it.
Yeah.
Of the fact, because I went back to work. I went back to work maybe after a week or two. And even when I was at work, obviously it's an office job, so I was just staring at the computer, man.
Yeah, because even when he told us, like, he was driving the next day, remember that? I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
All fucked up.
Like, that's
Yeah.
fucking, for me, that was nuts, way. And same thing, like, you figure, a week after, pues what are you going to do? You're just going to probably think about it, right? Or think about what
else can you do? Yeah.
thankful you're here. Like, so much shit. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I went back to work, and I would just stare at the computer, man. I would just stare at the computer, and I was there, but I wasn't there. I would drive back home. I worked in Addison back then, and I obviously worked. I lived in West Lawn on the south side, not too far from
You
here.
had a good drive.
It was a good hour drive.
Sheesh.
So a lot of the times I had to stop. I had to stop because I would start thinking about it. I would start crying about it.
Yeah.
For no, o sea, for a lot of people would think like, but no, pues este way, nomás he just out of nowhere he started crying. But I would start crying because I would remember shit and I didn't know how to let it out.
Yeah.
And I would have to stop in the middle of the road and call my wife and tell her, hey, you know what, I just can't. I'm crying. I don't know what's going on with me. Just be with me, Just be with me. I gotta cry it out and let it out.
Right.
And that's little by little, bro. That's how I started kind of transitioning into the normal life. Porque pues uno como quiera at the end of the day you gotta keep going.
Right.
You gotta keep going with your normal life. And it's hard. It's crazy. It's crazy to think, even though somebody you've been playing with, you've been sharing time with, because I mean obviously before that I've lost my grandparents and whatnot, but it wasn't the same feeling as when I lost Primo.
Yeah.
Because I would, he was my co-pilot. I would drive mostly in the nights, and he was there with me, and we would. That's where I got to know him.
Yeah. That's where the bonding happens.
That's
too.
where the bonding happened with him, and I grew with him. I grew with him, and he grew with me, and at first I always tell that same story of how. At first, I thought he was the one that didn't like me in the band, because he would always give me like that mean face and like, dude, what the fuck, like, why aren't you playing like what you're supposed to be playing?
Right.
Obviously, I came from a whole tarolas scene,
Different
trying
background.
to different background, trying to jump on the
Drums.
drum set.
Yeah.
I hadn't played drums in forever. So it was a whole transition for me, and he was the one guy that I thought that didn't accept me in the band. Pero, pues eventually everything that happened throughout the group, he was like my main guy, Era hashtag Minalga.
Yeah.
With the whole, when we started touring, he was the guy that would stick with me in the nights, talking to me about his whole story, getting to know him. He would always be amazed of how great I was about like speaking Spanish,
Oh, okay.
because he was like he was a smart guy, bro. He was a smart guy, and he llegó a ir a mi casa, and he even told my parents like you guys did a great job with this kid,
Yeah.
He knows how to speak good Spanish and whatnot and blah blah, the correct way to speak Spanish. And man, bro, I don't know, it's just something crazy, that I can't just like I can't explain.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It gives me the chills, and me da gusto platicar de él, and it chokes me up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Pues qué se le puede decir, compa. I mean, I think that's a thing that amongst you guys, when I've talked individually to you guys, is something that I know, and it's something that maybe a lot of you guys still have inside lo que pasó y todo el rollo ese día, and then after, and I just think it's one of those things that if you can talk like or whenever you would want to talk, to talk way porque este pedo. I think that we can bottle up a lot of shit and it builds up,
Yeah.
obviously, and that's a cliche, right? But pues es la neta, güey. O sea, al fin del día, it's been years, and it's something that sometimes you just gotta fucking, I mean, not just bring it up, but talk about with the person that you want, and just get it out there. I mean, for you guys, it's impacting, bro. I mean, just being on tour together for so many years, ese pedo, you appreciate all those times and all those moments and shit. So, I mean,
You do, and I mean, it's like what you guys talk about all the time. You gotta normalize it,
yeah,
and,
most definitely.
and especially us guys, we gotta be able to talk about it because the same way that you guys talk about us being musicians and losing out on all this family time and family bonding. A lot of musicians that have been doing it 10, 15, 20 plus years,
Yeah,
I'm sure they feel a similarity to what we feel and what we talk about. Um, so it's something that we all go through. We do this because we genuinely love doing it,
yeah.
and it's an addiction. I don't think it's a bad addiction compared to. I mean, once you get into the whole drug thing and the alcoholic and all that stuff,
Right.
pues
Fentanyl.
sí,
Yeah, all the bad things.
hongueros de Culiacán
Ah, yeah.
and
Compa, come on.
Netflix said that's
¿cómo-
cool.
what's that?
Did you know? How
The marito thing. What's it called?
the toad.
The toad, la rana.
No,
The extra name?
the actual name.
5-EMO-DMT.
Ándale, eso.
Yeah,
5.
Once you get into
EMO,
all of that, pues
MEO.
ya es
otra categoría.
otra categoría totalmente, pero te síguele comiendo, cabrón.
Pinche perro se aguantó.
El único que no va a tener hambre después de que acabemos.
I'll still be hungry. Don't worry.
Pero no, I agree with you with all the times that you've said about musicians kind of talking about it and letting it out there and normalizing it
Yeah,
and all of that. I agree with you 100%, bro, because I've missed a lot of family parties that to this day my family kind of bashes me for it in a way.
oh, really? Yeah.
Pero and I mean, I'm sure every other musician that's done this for a long time gets the same rejection or complaint, Pero at the end of the day, you do it because you love it,
Yeah.
And because you love it and because I don't know, it's something that anybody that wants to be something in life has to sacrifice to eventually become
What you want to become.
what you want to be.
Yeah.
What even to be happy? I mean, it makes you happy.
If it makes you happy,
Yep.
do it, bro.
Yeah.
That's something I don't think I will ever neglect and tell my kids, you know what? No, hey, don't do that shit. If it makes you happy, go ahead, man. Do what you want to do, and if it works, fine. If not, we'll figure out and we'll restructure everything and we'll make goals and we'll set timelines and we'll make sure we get you to there.
Badass. Lo mismo es with the kids. You're already fucking creating that mindset for them, bro. It's a beautiful thing, my good friend.
It is.
Salute to that. Salutations.
Sheesh.
Salud.
Are you guys not drinking hard anymore? What's going on?
Gessiel is.
Junior,
I mean,
come on, bro.
Ya se acabó el.
He's had the same can 3 hours ago.
I
Come on,
rested
compa.
for like 3 refills already.
yeah. Ya se chingó la botella, güey.
Oh, you're done with it?
Ya
No, no, pues.
me falta un trago nomás.
Estamos por
Saborearse
otra. Estamos por otra. No hay pedo.
Well, I'm glad we had this conversation, bro.
No, hell yeah. Definitely badass way. Like I've said it before, even with the Max thing, like I know that at some point it has to be a bit therapeutic for you guys. Like we've said always
Yeah, it is.
to let it outweigh and post. La neta, for me, this was, I mean, I loved the whole episode period because, I mean, I'm getting to know another side of you that technically, I mean, we're cool. We see each other all the time, you know, las pinches tocadas, but it's not the same as, you know, sitting down and getting a talk like this. So, I mean, compa had told me for a while, hey, we're going to have Gessiel. I was ready for it, you know. So, I like everything you got going on, bro. Everything you're doing.
And you got a kiss.
And I got a fucking kiss.
Were you expecting coming into this spot like, you know what's the
Me
name?
and Gessiel
I might get a
kiss?
kiss from Gessiel.
Nah, not at
Never.
all. Not at all. Pero it's
I'm
all
glad
good.
it happened.
I'll give you another one if
Maybe
you
you guys can normalize that every time you guys see each other.
Just start kissing everywhere? I don't think so. But if everybody
What
else
do you
already
mean?
saw us, right?
Wait, wait,
want. Why
what do you mean?
not?
In the cheek? Like it's not. Oh, yes.
Fuck yeah.
He came in for that one. Redemption. Because the other one, you were like, ah!
The first, no, I was trying not to laugh. The first one, I swear to God, it was Jose's fucking face. I looked over at him. He was like,
Nomás porque Carlos está muy lejos, pero I've given him kisses before.
No. We're good. We're good.
"You're a puss."
Gessiel knows what's up. It's normalized. Gessiel knows what's up.
I've given
A
him
mi compa le
kisses
di al
before.
pinche-
Yeah, we've already made
Le di
out.
al beso allá.
Oh, sí.
No,
Triquis, triquis.
we'll go towards the end of this pod. We kind of, on my side, saying to Gessiel that I think it was badass seeing you guys grow up, everyone. And I think it's even more satisfying seeing you guys become good men, right? Like, because it's almost like, even like with my family, like both my brothers, everybody in the circle knows who my brothers are, because for me, like, it's all the family kind of thing, right? Like, so they're part of the whole brotherhood that I have going on with all of you guys. And, pero contigo, it's like, you know, obviously with the Banda Real, everybody that when I first came in, it's a beautiful thing for me. I once tweeted like, oh, I haven't produced a big time artist yet, but I think I produced really good men in the way of like, not produce them, like obviously I'm not your dad and shit, obviously, just in case someone's gonna comment some dumb shit, but in the way of like, you guys, when I met you guys, all you guys, it was that pivotal time and age way that you want more, you know. It's almost by nature that, you know, you can take over the world. But if you have a little bit of a fucking structured vision, that's where me and Fry, the older guys, came in. And it kind of worked out. I mean, I would have wished it would have worked out to the fullest, because that was my intention. When something happened, the whole Pedro Avila, we'll have another podcast about that. But it was going in that, like, everything was uptrending, right? And everybody was willing to do this crazy fucking move just to make it happen. Everyone was all in. There was not one guy that was like, well, you know what? It all depends how much you're going to pay me. Nah. Tell us when. Let's go. We're fucking ready. And that's something that I had never encountered in my life. Motherfuckers that are as ready as you, open mindset, willing to try shit. Hey, how about we do this? All right, fuck it, let's do it. Nobody does it. Let's just fucking do it. And that's where, for me, it all started. The mindset just changing. Which from then I took like the viejones. You know, well, let's do something different but the same. All that shit. But yeah, man, with you, I want to thank you, because it was my fucking pleasure, way. At the end of the day, y pues de todos modos, we always try to stay in touch and do shit. So I mean. We have a great friendship way. I don't think that's ever going to change. Thank you for fucking letting me. Thank you for letting me kind of guide you or show you maybe a different point of view. And for you kind of saying like, fuck it, let me listen to this guy. Because it was very easy for any of you guys to say like, fuck this motherfucker. Why are we going to do that?
This old guy.
Yeah. Why are we not going to have the tuba on the piano? You know? Like, why does he want to bring in an actual tuba player?
I always wanted a actual tool.
You see, I mean, but that just happened. Also, it happened to be that I didn't have to struggle to sell that to you because you just wanted one.
It was down.
It's just crazy how shit happens,
From
you know?
the start, I always loved the banda. I still love the banda.
The style, yeah.
The style. I'm forever gonna be grateful for you, Fredo, everybody that came into the Banda Real and taught us a new mindset, more professional mindset. I thank you guys every day for what you guys do and continue to do with all our growing professional careers with each and every one of us. I know a lot of the other guys, they have their jobs, their careers and whatnot.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, you guys have had a lot to do with it, And I thank you guys for it.
You're welcome, bro. It was, again, I'll speak for my compadre Fred because I know it's our pleasure, bro. I think it's a beautiful thing, and that's the breaking of the bad from the past, where I think it's like that whole man thing, I'm glad this kind of converted into that episode that I've been wanting to talk about, and we're barely the tip of it. We're not going into any kind of detail, but I think that every musician, aka every fucking guy, way at a certain point goes through it, goes through that fucking moment where you just start thinking a lot of shit. Shit not going right. Shit going really good. Just a lot of shit.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke a little bit about what the little truth of what our lifestyle is, but I mean, we can always get into deeper conversations about
We sure will.
everything that we go through.
We'll bring
you'll be
Rafa.
back.
Let's bring Rafa, man. I would love to just have conversations with you guys.
Yeah.
And mix it up with everyone. We're hoping to have like Robbie and Omar. Kind of just sit down with them too and see what's up, Pero pues, hey, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you for coming on.
Hell yeah.
I know we've been trying to plan it, pero como todos, güey. Everybody's just running around. If we have to do a podcast and so I can hang out with you 4 hours, let's do it more often.
Yes.
Let me know. I'm down.
Super down. We can put you on we're calling like every quarter, like at least every 3 months, bring on, everyone that wants to come on again, kind of thing.
Gessiel, you know.
Hell yeah. Bring on Gessiel from State Farm.
Brother, give the people your links, your address, all that good stuff.
I'm pretty sure Cermeño or Fry, the guy.
Zermeño's the main guy for this one, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a fucking producer. He's all that shit.
Oh, we can link him.
Don Jose.
Put his links?
You can link him.
Cermeño.
Oh yeah, I do that part.
Yeah, you can link him. Compa's going to link him in the
Yeah.
comments.
My
for
bad.
you.
Yeah, I already know you guys will put all the links in there from my personal.
But do you want to shout him
Business.
out right now or no? Ahí lo ponemos nomás.
No, you guys just can put it on there.
Se le antojó a mi compa que sí.
Espérese, ya casi acabamos, hombre.
I couldn't.
Saludos al
I'm a sucker
Vergel.
for some great pizza, bro. Yeah, huevo.
Shout out for who, bro?
Pinche Vergel, ya lo yo, compa. Ya lo yo.
Aprovechen sus shout outs ahorita.
No
¿Quién
más.
tiene que mandarle saludos? ¿Qué
No,
pedo? ¿Qué hay que
pues,
hacer?
A toda la familia, everybody that the wife Cermeño. The wife Ekna.
Hijo de la chingada, el
Que
nombre y
todos la
todo, compadre.
conocen. She always wants her fucking.
She's right now, bro, está lagrimeando, bro. Viendo esto.
She
like,
wants her
damn.
spot of fame.
There you go.
She's gonna clip the video and shit, put it on her page. Hell
Yeah.
Shared 100%.
Fuck yeah, 100,000 views. All her.
Oh no, but thanks. Thanks everybody that tuned in for this podcast. Follow con Puros Compas. Follow my business, State Farm, Gessiel Gutierrez.
Yeah.
My personal pages. And they'll put them all in the link. And thanks everybody, all the musicians in Chicago and all around the U.S. of A. That somehow, some way, I've been able to meet. And thank you guys. Thanks, Con Puros Compas podcast for the invite.
Huevo.
Mi
Gotta
compa
get
Bart.
out. Nah, shit. It was a great episode. I loved every bit of it. I hope people fucking enjoy it as much as I did. Mi compa. No more kisses though. That's it.
Why not?
See why? I don't get it. What
Come
happened
here,
there?
let me get it.
What's going on with that? Wow. Oh, you're like, hey, para mi compa José Cermeño, thank you.
Muchas
Para mi
gracias.
Chinga madre, man.
compa.
I'm not saying that I don't want.
Little tongue.
Why are you choking me?
Oh
bro?
yeah.
He's choking me, bro.
Continue to like everything, all our pages, follow, subscribe, leave a comment. If you guys want, normalize it. Kissing.
Hey, ya se lo saben. Estamos para la otra. Para mi compa José Cermeño, para mi
Yes.
compa Zaman, para mi compa Junior que vino hoy.
Junior.
Great episode. Thank you, my compa Gessiel. I love
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys. Ahí estamos, la pura positiva, viejones. Read a book.
Ding dong.